What's in your head?
You know what's funny? Hi everybody, how you doing? We were gonna eat some food, and Tanya was eating an orange, and she put this on my head, and then I think I had it on for way too much time, and then I sat down at the computer here to do the sound check and video check, and I pulled up my camera, and there it was, and I totally forgot that it was there, and it made me really appreciate the fact that you and I get together a few minutes ahead of time before I press live.
I like that a lot.
So you know your loved ones love you when they stick random shit on you. That's how you know love. That's how you know love.
Okay. All right.
That's a definition of love.
Embarrassing. Definition of love.
Yeah, embarrassing your loved one so that they can walk around with their zipper down or whatever, and then you're giggling in the background. And
yeah, I dig that.
Down the whole day. Yes, ha ha ha.
I can get behind that. It was behind the whole day. Oh my God, jeez,
it's love. What is love?
Oh yeah, I found this. I liked this.
What did you like?
I'd like to be full screen, please.
Yeah, well, you're in charge. You're your own person.
It went in. Do you trust him? It'll be hard to keep.
How do I make it
And here is his
cool looking?
Stubborn as you are.
Oh, sorry.
Dangerous. What do you think? I think you're trying to help.
The dagger seemed pretty interested.
Oh man. Yeah. What? That's amazing.
That was stupid. That was good. That's all I got. That's all I got.
That's fine. I think that's more than fun.
It was good.
Cool.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the stream.
Yep. What are we doing different this week?
So today is community night, which means people are allowed to join the Discord and talk to us.
Sure.
We're very, very fun people.
Well, we are
very fun people. We want people to join.
We're people, and fun exists. So let's make it so that fun exists around these people.
Yeah. But it's almost like the news. We got things to talk about today. Don't worry.
Well, that's the question. What do we have to talk about is the real true question, I guess.
Well, I got nothing.
I'm seeing here Mr. Moose is trying to get in here. I'm not hearing him though.
Hi, guys.
Whoa! So mute the original stream, please. I have a feeling we're going to say this a lot tonight.
I might have to leave the stream.
I am in the stream.
All right.
Yeah, mute your side.
Okay.
Oh, you have to mute your audio, Danny.
Okay.
Yeah, so deafen yourself as well. There we go.
What?
You have to deafen yourself.
In what? Stream? In Streamlodge?
In Discord. Because I can't hear the audio come through there, even though you're muted. I don't want to hear your audio.
Yeah, I think I'm muted.
And you have to shut off all audio. So you have to deafen yourself as well.
I'd like to be deaf, please.
Yep.
How do I deafen myself in what's
Oh,
it?
I'll do it.
Deafen me.
I'm gonna make you quiet. Hold on. Hold your horses. Break.
Deafen. Oh, there it is.
You find it? There you go. So now, Mr. Moose, you should be able to talk.
Am I killing people now?
No, you're good, Daddy.
No
Okay.
killing. Welcome to the stream, everyone.
Yeah.
So we got Mr. Moose on the line.
Yeah.
Now, format changed tonight. It's like the Sunday night sex show. If anybody remembers that.
Oh yeah. Who's the host of that?
Sue? I don't remember her last name.
Sue Johansson?
Sue Johansson? No, I think you're getting that confused with Hal Johnson and Joanne McLeod. Body break.
Wait.
No, it was Sue Johansson.
Yeah, the sex lady. Who was that?
The sex.
Johansson.
Yeah, we're saying Sue Johansson. Yeah, that's who it was. Tanya backs me up on that.
That was weird stuff to
Of course, that being said, I've now officially typed in Sunday Night Sex Show in Google Chat right now, and that's probably going to be killing everything.
No, you're good.
The Google cookies are going to be blowing up my Facebook feed.
Exactly. Hey, John. Hey, buddy. We haven't talked in a while in chat here. I see Jaws has joined us. We haven't talked in a while. I miss you. You've been away for like a month. Wasn't he in the wilderness?
I believe so. Yes, the wilderness.
Tell us more, John. What's going on? And then Tim's in Discord with us as well. Hey, Tim.
Hey,
what's on your mind?
The Discord
of the week
happened.
You know, I've been thinking about it. It's a bigger. I'm not gonna say it's a bigger topic, but it kind of is. We with one of my jobs, we were talking about what we've done because of reality.
Oh, yeah.
And one that's come up is it works in this case, the blow up of the world of video games.
Oh yeah.
Since March.
Yeah.
Since the world has basically gone up on its heels, and it was interesting about it. I was chatting with a bunch of my friends. We were talking about, like, for example, games like Among Us, games like COD and all that stuff. And COD itself would be popular anyways, but to the extreme that it is, where bugs are being created by the creators of the game just to make something different.
Oh, intriguing. Now, wait a minute.
What?
Yeah, to make like pre-ordering so that you get like things a week ahead of time is kind of the routine.
Well, no. Like, for example, would be one of those things where in the most, I believe it was the 5th season of COD, they brought out the gun that had called the wall bangers.
Yeah.
Right. So the bullets can go through thin walls.
Okay.
And the most recent update for season 6, which is the last one before Cold War comes out, they have the gun with the right setup, which they give to you at some point in time in the battle pass. It can go through all walls.
Oh.
And so you can basically effectively shoot somebody at the other end of the map. And if you use the right system with like the snapshot grenades, you can see them and you can shoot them. And people have been exploiting this, like, oh, it's hacks. It's like, no, it was created by them.
Is this a conspiracy? Are we talking about conspiracy theories here, or are we talking about like this is actually a thing?
It's a legit gun in the most recent multiplayer COD.
So it's totally OP. Okay.
This reminds me of, I remember when I was taking digital animation classes, and the like running joke was that nobody actually paid for Maya or 3ds Max or anything like that. And the rumor was that the developers released the cracks for those because they wanted students to use it, because once you learn how to use the program, that's the program that you stick with, right?
Absolutely. In recording school, we only use Pro Tools, and then after school, that's what we relied on because that's what we learned on, right? I'm with you. Yeah. So there's lots of exploit opportunities, is what you're saying, basically.
Oh, massive exploits. And it's one of those things where people have brought it out saying, hey, you got to fix this game. And of course, the first thing they say is, well, Cold War comes out in November, so what's really the point?
Right.
But then the next thing they say is, besides, look at the content that's coming up on YouTube.
Yeah, they want that. Yeah, bad news is better than no news, right?
Yeah, and it gives tons of people fun stuff to watch. I mean, you're having an issue where I can only imagine, like, I haven't had a chance to actually look at the stats yet, but you could, if you were able to look at the actual stats of viewership of like Twitch or YouTube gaming and stuff like that, you could see probably basically around March in North America, it just skyrocketed, both in terms of viewership, subscriptions.
I think we know that. I think we know that the moment that everybody needed to be online, whether it was Twitch, Mixer at the time, whether it was Facebook Live, we saw a massive shift in where where audiences got their content. And it seems like everybody moved right to the top ones being YouTube, Facebook, Mixer, and Twitch. The end, right? And everybody either moved with the groups or got left behind at this point.
Yeah,
right?
I can see that. Yeah.
Right. And so, I have no doubt. And which is why we saw, Mixer turn into Facebook gaming. There was opportunities.
It didn't turn into Facebook.
No, I'm with, okay. Neither here nor there. But
they were just like, we don't like
online became essential. And look, for those who know what I do outside of this.
Sorry, I have to speak this.
Yeah, do it. For those who know.
Hey, Danny speaking.
Oh, Danny speaking. Oh my.
Nice product placement there, Danny.
Yeah, quite. I'll mute him and I'll maximize me. Here we go. For those who know what Danny and I do outside of this work, we deal with, or outside of streaming, we deal a lot with online and digital content. And it was very obvious when COVID kicked in that nobody above a certain age, but a certain demographic of people didn't know what to do with anything online. And it became an education time for us to be able to tell people how to, like, empower people to get online, to empower people to start getting onto Twitch, or hell, just even making a website. And we know websites aren't that important, but neither here nor there. Getting an online presence became a priority for everybody. And there's this weird thing that's happening right now, where people are like, well, I probably won't need to do this in 6 months because everything's going to get back to normal. Right. And the reality is that's not the case. The reality is
that's the thing, right? I mean, especially with my job. With my job, I'm not going to do what I'm going to be doing until at least October of next year.
Sure.
Right. And so that's a big thing. My mom works at a law firm downtown, and they got told, you're working from home until the near future. And then maybe 3 weeks later, they said, you're just home now.
Correct.
And so I had to basically, when you're, I don't want to date my mom. So let's just say, when you're
Yikes.
when your mother comes up to you and says, I need a computer that can handle high density streaming.
Right. Yeah.
And I look at her, I'm like, are you sure?
Yeah.
And
it's true.
And it was hilarious. And I go to her and she goes, this computer is great. I said, you have a better computer than I do, and this is what I do.
Yeah.
And I laugh, and then of course I had to get my own, which now is better than hers. So the balance is right in the world. But I laugh because I go to visit my parents a few days ago, and my mom's playing Among Us on her computer, and I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah. You know what? I can empathize. Two things happen, and number one was exactly what you just said: is that more parents are at least exploring what the online world was like. And that number two, I was going to say, is I've never received more forwarded emails or like Facebook messages from my folks than ever now. Right. And
what do I do?
We can kind of laugh about it, because I'm like, this is fake news, by the way, or like, I appreciate that you're sending stuff. But I think that's the core thing, is that everybody's online. Like, that's the deal. Everybody's online now. Everybody realizes the necessity and the importance of being online. And I can't stress it more and say that if you are resisting it, you're going to get left behind.
Yeah. You
Well,
right.
It's been such a shock. I mean, again, like my primary job I deal with like it's an online school, but we do meet once a week because you just can't do all the teaching online. And it's interesting. I'd be talking to parents, and they'd be coming to me. It's like, hey, so I'm getting into Minecraft with my kids because I feel like I should probably connect with them.
You got it.
And I'm like, first off,
connect with these kids.
Yeah, exactly. What are these darn
how
kids
dare you
now?
connect with your children?
Yeah.
But
My arm up.
Exactly.
it was so shocking in that sense because it's kind of like, on one hand, good on you for trying to get into this world and experience this. Good luck, because as one thing I've learned is that myself compared to my parents, I know you guys appreciate this too. We learned this stuff a bit quick. We almost like grew up with this stuff.
Yep.
So compared to our parents, I laugh. I have a 10-year-old niece who basically she walks in, doesn't see the technology my parents have, the new TV, the iPads, and my dad's having trouble. She goes, "Let me deal with this." She's at this time she was 9, and she knows how to like rewire. She knows how to refigure our router.
It's really funny you bring that up. We were Danny, Tony and I were talking yesterday. I think it was yesterday. About kind of
rejigging stuff.
We were rejigging stuff in the office there, bud.
Yeah, you look a good rejig.
That's what we do. We put band-aids on things. It's kind of what we do. I suture stuff. I'm a sutureman.
I'm a suture guy.
I'm a suture guy. Anyways, we're just talking about how his generation and maybe a bit of our generation was radio TV. Like that was the massive transition that happened for his generation, radio to TV. And then for us, it was TV to internet.
Yeah.
Like
I don't have cable and I never will.
Same, exactly. So there was this massive shift that happened in our lifetime that was from television, which I remember equally to my life as I do the internet equally to my life. That's like 50-50.
Yeah.
I remember when there was much music, and then I remember when there wasn't. And then now, if we're looking at like 10-year-olds, or we're looking at even 20-year-olds for that matter, what is their generational thing? They have internet to VR, internet to like, what is the massive shift that people are experiencing now that's maybe pushed even forward now because of COVID, because of everybody being at home? What do you think that shift is?
I'd say mobility.
Oh,
yeah,
cabs into like Ubers.
Yeah, maybe in a way, but it doesn't being kind of like you look at it, it would be, we went from. I mean, I know with me, I remember seeing from like, wow, what is this thing called internet where everything has to be wired in, right? And it just got faster and faster and faster, and then it became wireless internet, but it was only at home because you had cell phones that couldn't do anything.
Right.
And now you can have cell phones that are just as powerful as laptops.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't even have a personal computer anymore.
Yeah, you're gonna say, Danny?
Well, I was gonna say, with like the mobility thing, like we remember when Facebook launched and it was a internet browser app, and now everybody who complains about what Facebook looks like when you go to it on a browser, it's because it's not a fucking internet browser based company anymore. It's a mobile based company.
Yeah, interesting.
Right? So mobility.
Well, I have to admit, I'm a little bit older than you are, Danny, and I think I'm older than Tim as well. I'm older. I remember when Facebook launched. I remember throwing sheep at people. If anybody doesn't get that reference, then they are way too young.
When did Facebook launch?
2001, 2002. I don't remember. Now that
when you would have used it, it would have been long.
Oh, 98, maybe. I think I remember I got my first.
No.
Hold on. When did
we have 3 computers on? We can just Google when did Facebook come?
Remember, Facebook started as like it was like Harvard or whatever. So like
it was grade 12.
You're right. I was picturing my home, but it was actually the apartment above us where we lived. So it was 2004, and that was a social media. If you've seen the movie, it's pretty self-explanatory. But it was a way of literally connecting with people. The end. It wasn't about necessarily using it as a search browser, right? And then it became integral because businesses wanted to start being there, that you want to be able to search for businesses. And then if I remember correct, at some point, I think there was countries that had phones. It was a Facebook phone, and there was no Google, there was no Jeeves, there was no nothing, but you did all your searching and all your social media through Facebook, the way that China does WeChat, right?
Okay.
WeChat is literally 100% of how they do their buying, their social media, their searching, their exchanging of money is all done through there. If I want to give you $100, I do it through WeChat. Everything is done through WeChat. And if I remember correct, I think Facebook was trying to integrate that idea in other countries.
I think you're right. I know they were trying to do. They're trying to create a currency, but there's a lot of pushback on the idea of a Facebook currency.
I'm going to stamp Zuckerberg into a gold coin.
Yeah.
He has to get the thumbs up the way, Steve-O does from
right.
Yeah.
Hey! But
Exactly. That's funny. But yeah, that's all interesting thing. Oh, what's Danny doing? So exciting. Oh,
he's on a business call again.
He's gone. He doesn't care. Oh, you know, actually, Danny's doing something important. He's in the midst of, I think, selling his home. So he's got to take care of some
that would do it. Yeah.
real estate stuff. So but let him do his thing. Let him do his thing.
Yeah. But no, it was
real estate stuff.
You're a real estate man, are you?
I'm a mogul now, guys. I think I might be a mogul.
Wait, are moguls the things that you slalom down?
I think so.
Were
Snowboarders don't like. Snowboarders don't like moguls. It's too hard on the knees.
That's
why skiers avoid them.
Yeah.
You
You're
can kind of jump down them. A snowboarder, you're just fucked. Unless you're super good and nimble.
I snowboarded once.
Fucked, right?
Yeah. I skied once and I snowboarded once. And
nice.
That was enough for both.
I skied once down a bunny hill, got knocked over, got thrown down a black diamond. I got terrified. I got to the bottom, took off my skis, threw them into the bushes, and said, "Fuck this game."
I love snowboarding. I snowboarded quite a bit. I haven't done it the last couple of years, but we used to go, 10 times a year.
Phenomenal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us something terrible that occurred. Go.
Well, you get hurt.
Let's hear more.
Snowboarding is one of those sports that you have to understand that it is an extreme sport. And much like riding a bicycle, the faster you go on a bicycle, the more stable you are.
Oh.
So with snowboarding, the slower you go, the harder it is you have to work because the snowboard is not digging into the snow very well, right? So unfortunately, the best advice that I have for anybody who wants to learn how to snowboard is don't be a pussy. Just go.
That's good advice. That's
to be Sonic.
Oh, my mother, who's in chat.
Hi, Mark.
Hey, Mark. Side note before I comment on what my mom just wrote. The last stream where Danny went live, I really loved that my mom thought it was me going live. And the first thing she wrote was, what? Go to sleep?
Go to bed or something like that.
Go to bed. And you were like, I'm not Paul. Or you said something like, I'm not your son.
Yeah.
Pretty funny.
I like how your mom still tells you when to go to bed, though. That's
my mom's a big bully. She's amazing, but she's always looking out for everybody at all times. And you know what? My mom's a great example where and maybe mom, you can chime in on this as a matter of fact, because I think my mom has been online more during this pandemic than she ever has previous. Mm-hmm. I know that my mom does FaceTime with the grandkids all the time now. We're certainly streaming a lot more and the kids are streaming. So she's always in, kind of seeing what they're doing. And I think that mom would probably agree that you're now more informed on kind of what everybody's doing these days, as opposed to having to pick up the phone and, hey, tell me about your day. You can just totally be informed on that. And now when you call, you can go, hey, I saw you doing this thing this weekend. Tell me more. Am I right, Mom?
Does that take away like the what did you do this weekend?
Oh, let me be clear. Well, when I go see dealers, like when in my day job, I'm Facebooking and Instagramming what people I know in that store are doing that weekend. Like I already know because I'm on Facebook and I'm on Instagram that I already know what was happening, and it gives me a launch point for conversation. Hey, I saw you were snowboarding this weekend. How did it go? Oh yeah, I was snowboarding. Cool. Tell me more about that.
I've never been cool with that. I don't really post stuff like that on my socials because I don't care. I don't. If I want you to know what I did, you can ask.
There you go. Well, I remember one thing. I remember one time, PJ. I remember being at the store. I think it was right around the time when my wife bought Borderlands, and all you saw was just said, Tim Tim opened Borderlands for the first time, and I was in bed when she did this. He come in the next morning, he go, so what do you think of Borderlands? I don't know what you're talking about.
I wasn't playing.
Great example.
That is funny.
Oh, what did my mom say? Today's leap is not physical. Cloud, Bluetooth, consciousness. Interesting. Yeah. So the cloud,
Bluetooth consciousness. Oh,
wow. But Bluetooth and cloud, so wireless is exactly what Tim was saying as well. Wireless is massive for my mom.
Bluetooth is interesting because in our industry, people are wanting Bluetooth to do a lot more than it can.
Yeah, you're right. And the limitations of latency is just that is the limitations, right?
And it's funny, actually. That question came up not long ago, and someone was like, "When are you going to improve Bluetooth?" And it's like, well, I think the word you're looking for is when are you going to improve like wireless technology, not Bluetooth.
Codecs, just general encoding and decoding of information just needs to progress.
Yeah.
Like Wi-Fi is getting faster and faster.
Well, isn't Tesla? Didn't they just launch their satellite stuff?
Oh, I don't know.
Like they want to have Wi-Fi across the world, and I believe they are just preparing to launch all the satellites for it.
Yeah, SpaceX is doing it.
Holy cow! Quick side note: can you hear the music? Okay.
Sounds great.
Cool. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't too loud. Okay, well, and my mom says right now she hates it, but yes, I think she's relating to being online. You're online more. You hate being online, or do you find that it's a little bit more difficult to navigate because maybe you didn't do it as much previous?
I think that came from the aspect of it being it's killed the whole. What are you doing?
Oh, maybe.
Or how is
Yeah, and that's what Danny was saying. You're right. It takes away the mystery of speaking to people, right?
Yeah.
I found that I maybe it's an illusion. I feel like I talk to people more. Like I have deeper conversations with people now because of those things. Hey, I saw you were snowboarding this weekend. I didn't know you liked to snowboard. Oh yeah, I love snowboarding. Man, I had no idea. I know some people that are snowboarding. Oh, well, where were you? Oh, I was up at this place. Oh, awesome. Like it just gives you a launch point as opposed to, for the love of Christ, how's the weather? Like that's how we always started conversations for decades was, oh, how about that weather? It's supposed to be sunny tomorrow. Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, this way. Well, the rain is coming, and I heard that it's going to be raining this weekend. That's true. Looks like I can't go snowboarding. Wait a minute, you snowboard? Yeah, I do. Like that was a lot of unnecessary bullshit to get to. You like snowboarding? Cool.
Pleasantries are nice. Sometimes people like the pleasantries.
I want to cut to the chase.
I have a big thing about the
You gotta lube it up a bit. You gotta lube it up.
Nah, cut to the chase. I want to walk. I want to walk by somebody and just go, "Hey, I saw you snowboarding this weekend." Yeah, I was. Neat. Bye.
Later.
I think it could be a big situation at the fact of that, beforehand. I guess we can call it pre-COVID or just because it's funny how just one instance. Granted, it's a big instance, but one instance changed everything. And pre-COVID, everyone was so focusing on work and like, gotta get to work. What are you gonna do for fun? Oh, I gotta work. Right. But now we became so focused on what are we doing? Whereas when we also became an issue of we don't want to, we're so used to being with other people, but being by ourselves that now that we're by ourselves, it's kind of like we want so much that desire to know and that desire to connect with other people that's caused us to have those conversations. And even works in the aspect of being what your mom said about cloud, Bluetooth consciousness, that whole aspect of having things instantaneous. It's also brought the aspect of it being people are more informed now. So they can actually have legit discussions about things. And I think that's a big reason why a big escape into the world of gaming is because people are becoming so well informed and so in depth with what's happening that's actually kind of made the world kind of shit.
Oh, interesting.
There's too much information out there now.
Yeah, I was just going to say exactly that now we feel like there's a need, and if I'm not getting enough information, then I'm not getting satisfied.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's really funny because we were, just as you said that, earlier we were talking about what's the massive change, like television or radio to television to internet, no COVID to COVID. Like that's literally what every 10-year-old right now. I think about my nieces and my nephews, and everybody can think of anybody at the age of 10 right now that knew a life a year ago and is literally a whole other world now.
Yeah.
And whether they remember it at the age of 9, maybe somebody who's 20 right now will appreciate the juxtaposition between pre-COVID and post-COVID. So I'd say anywhere between the 20-year-old and the 10-year-old, that's the world changing, right?
Very, very good statement there, Jaws and Twitch. He says people are social creatures. We don't do well isolating.
Generally, you're right.
Yeah.
Speak for yourselves.
Yeah, well, his cabin fever. Yeah. Like, look, we're guilty of it. And I have no doubt, and this joke has been made a million times, I have no doubt how many divorces are happening around now.
Yeah, those statistics are actually high.
Right.
Yeah, Ken's doing okay isolated.
Ken is doing okay isolated, and that's specifically. And look, Jaws is doing it too, as a matter of fact.
Ken, he's not isolated because he's got a dope stream. He streams all the time with his buds.
He does, and I was going to say the same thing about John. John is streaming massively now as well. Anybody who's here should absolutely go out. I don't have the shout out set up in Streamlabs, and I've been bugging myself. I've got a reminder to do that. Bugging myself. Maybe I'll do that right now. The shout out to Wagon Burner Ken and Jaws. They're both rad people. They're both streaming all the time. Make sure to hit them a follow. That'd be greatly appreciated. They're part of the Retrologists situation. What? Are you divorcing? Oh, this got dark.
Oh,
I found a stat. I don't want to say it now.
Yeah. So okay.
Ugh.
Okay.
it is.
Video games.
So hey. Oh, you're just kidding. Oh my god. Sorry.
All right, let's talk about Flight Simulator now, Josh. All right.
Yeah. This is. Oh, you're getting divorced too now. Perfect. Everybody's divorced now. You feel left out?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm sure Tanya would jump for joy knowing that she doesn't have to deal with this doofus on a daily basis. So
Well, it was
I
all
got a cat, so my life just became way more complicated.
well, that's a good point. Oh, you're not getting divorced 4-4. You're not at all. You're the only person in this stream not getting divorced. So congrats, bud.
marital bliss. Like, thanks for rubbing it in, Dan. Jeez.
Holy cow!
I'm not getting divorced. Put up your hands.
Huzzah for you! Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, this is divorce time. Yeah, because everybody is so isolated with themselves. There's only so much you can deal with each other. You know, I've said it before. Tanya and I are in a very small apartment here, and at least I think, we've been doing extremely well for the past 8 months together. We've been keeping our distance. What I mean is
Things are going great.
workspace. She's got her workspace. I've got my workspace. The only thing we fight about is if I'm going to use the Switch and she wants to use the Switch, or I want to play PlayStation. What we've realized is we need 2 of everything. It's kind of 2 of every game system.
The stat I looked up, it said that with the number of, let's say, unions, whether it be marriages or just civil unions in that sense, for like, let's make it done to divorces, it's 60% currently.
Whoa. Yeah. Oh, Ken here, my wife and I are actually doing better now. It teaches how to communicate better. Well, let's clarify. It teaches you how to communicate, and if you're not a good communicator, then you're hooped. And if you just don't pick up your shit every day and you just expect everybody else to clean up after you, I think if anything during this time, Tanya and I have come up with better routines. Like like I think on week 1 it was like, okay, your job now, Paul, is to empty the dishwasher and I will load the dishwasher.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Like that's our thing now.
Division of labor. Okay. Yeah, we did that.
Totally. Yeah, exactly.
Not for
Right?
this, but we do that.
Yeah, totally. And it just makes for a good working atmosphere. If we're going to be around each other all day long, then that's what it is. Swahili.
Interesting.
I didn't even know that language.
Well, get on the Discord and let's hear it.
Yeah. My wife now sees that I can clean behind the scenes. Exactly. Yeah, you don't want to give away any secrets. You don't want to, after 20 years of being married, you just ask Rachel when supper's ready. Well, are you making breakfast, though, is the question. So that's fair. If somebody's always in charge of making dinner, then maybe you're in charge of making breakfast.
Yeah.
There's
Gauze's making an egg.
How long has everyone here been married? Okay, here we go.
Nice.
Shit, I have to count. Hold on.
Exactly.
You guys are supposed to know this.
We got married.
I know when it is. That's as far as I go.
Hey, we got married the same year Facebook got created. So
wow.
16, we've been married 16 years.
That's how you remember that, huh?
Yeah, 16. No, that's because I looked over here and saw that it was 2004 when we were looking the stuff up earlier. Yeah, 16 years. 16.
7 years for me.
7 years. There you go. Well, that's neat. We're all old boys. We're all married. We're all, you know, that classic term, are you happily married? You're married. It is what it is.
It's just a thing.
It is.
A construct that was created by someone.
13.5? Oh, you jackass. Are you counting years of marriage like you would? Like, my child is 28 months old. Shut up. He's 2 years old.
Yeah.
He's 2.5. Just say 2.5. 28 months.
I ran to somebody at a job that was counting their kids' age in days.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, stop that. Just, I don't want to do that
I
math.
wish we had like an app, and then you could just be like Mr. Smart Guy. Be like, yeah, I know.
Well, I'm curious. Hold on. Let's see. How long ago was 31st, 1978? Oh, so I've been alive.
Me too.
I've been alive on planet Earth. Well, alive is subjective, but I've been on planet Earth for 15,532 days. Yeah.
How many of those days gaming?
Hey, Mom. Ironically, my mom's in chat right now. You hated that you just explained my loss of memory to Maev, which is my niece, her granddaughter, using computer cloud technology. Told her only because I can't access memories in my cloud. It's because my hardware brain is broken. Memories still exist. Yeah, you're using the vocabulary to communicate with a 9-year-old. Yeah, or 10-year-old. Yeah,
cloud computing. Interesting.
Absolutely. But I just wanted to reiterate, Mom. You gave birth to me 15,532 days ago. So congrats.
That's a lot of days.
Wow.
That's a lot of days.
Can't take that, Earth.
Yeah. Thanks, Mom.
Do you think you farted every day since then?
Every day, easily. This is not even this is not a debate.
Well, you're at least 15,000 farts.
That's a great point.
At least.
When am I going to leave the planet, PJ? I don't know. I don't know that answer.
Feels longer.
Whenever I goddamn want.
Yeah, some people would want more sooner than later, but for the moment, I don't have an answer.
Yeah, when I'm done.
Yeah, quite. When I'm done messing things up, I would agree with you. I farted every single day. I can't think of a day that I wouldn't have at least tried.
That's exciting. I like the thought of that. Because sometimes you're really gassy, so you could have like a 10er in one day.
Oh, easily.
I would say you're.
Are you giving yourself like a 16-hour window to have a 10er? Because that seems like you could probably have. If you're really gassy, like a 10er on like a Avengers Endgame.
Quite. Oh, Gary Gallman. About how much Donald Trump made to. Oh yeah, I saw. Dan, I totally heard that, Gary Gallman. When you told me about it, I put it in the car on my drive home after I saw you. Yeah, he's still counting points. Oh, 2.7 billion. Oh, 2.7 billion. Oh,
do I have that many?
Yeah, 2.7 as opposed to 57 billion.
Yeah. Paul, your mom just said that PJ destroyed the ozone.
Yeah, that sounds right. It's hereditary, I'm pretty sure. Oh, and Tanya's announcing right now that she's taking the Nintendo. Bye.
Oh, you guys feel like make sure everybody notices. I'm taking the Nintendo now.
No, actually, and Ken said something interesting. Fart in your sleep. That's true. No, I wanted Tanya. It sounds so demanding, but I kind of didn't know what we were going to do tonight. So I'm like, well, I need the Nintendo. Well, I need the PlayStation. Well, I need my Raspberry. What do I need tonight? And I said to her, do you mind announcing when you're taking the Nintendo so that I know you've taken it?
You're like a slave driver.
Yeah. And so she was very dramatic just now. Taking it. She's not wrong.
It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny how you say that because Jose was like, "Hey, what are you up to tonight?" I say, "Well, I know it's group stream night with the guys. I don't know what's going to be happening." She goes, "Well, if you're not going to use the computer, can you install Half-Life 2.1 and 2.2? Because I've beaten the other two now, and I kind of want the computer. And if you're not going to use it, I'm going to kick you off of it." I'm like, "What about homework?" "Well, you had the day to do it. That's your own fault. This is my time now."
That's awesome.
Yeah, brilliant.
You're on my time.
My mom says that's why I don't have kids. No, there's lots of reasons why we don't have kids.
Farting on them's not one of them. You can fart on kids all you want.
It's because kids.
All right.
Kids.
Goodbye. All right. Stream over, guys. You did it. You got that hot button topic.
Yeah, we don't have kids because we are selfish. We're selfish assholes. Kids would get in the way of our gaming. Kids would get in the way of our fun. Kids would get in the way of all my success in life. Not Nintendo. Yeah, that's true.
Wouldn't they accentuate some things in certain ways?
They probably do. I guess if my parents or your parents had that attitude, we wouldn't exist. Or we'd be exactly what they keep calling us, mistakes. So I guess that makes sense.
You're just a mistake.
Yeah.
All I know is one of the joys of not, for me at least, not having kids. It's going to sound really shallow, but one of the joys for me not having kids is I already had that sad point when my dad beat me at a game on Switch.
That's better.
And
Thank you for ending that sentence.
Well, no, that made me feel. I was like, okay, well, my dad's like, I beat you at Switch, and I said, yeah, you don't have much time left, so I'm gonna let you have that one. But when I realized I'm being surpassed, it's like, oh no.
Yeah, well, you bring up a great point, and Dan, maybe you can chime in on this. Is there a moment that you feel your kids have surpassed you, and how does that make you feel? Do you feel like you need to put them back in their place with beating them at Mario Kart, or are you just like, holy cow, I'm super proud of you for completing, surpassing me at this skill. Congratulations, you now have the torch.
Isn't that a Dave Chappelle thing? You came in my balls.
Oh yeah, you used to live in my balls, man, and now you're making stuff out of macaroni.
That's right.
Yeah. The game, you just enjoy all the things. That's such a. I want a better answer than that, please. Get your butt in Discord if you want to chat with us. By the way,
actually, a point. It was kind of funny. I didn't realize exactly who Dan was until I went on to PlayStation. I realized his name changed from his old PlayStation ID to 44 time. Like, oh, that's who it is.
Oh yeah. Well, those of us who remember our very, very first stream, you beat them.
Oh, Dan.
That's your good old Christian boy.
Yeah, that's
yep.
Quite
the they do it in Abbotsford.
That's how they. Your good old Abbotsford boy there.
Why he likes them so much? He's got strong biceps.
Oh yeah, and my mom said when Maev asked when her mom became the boss, it was when Maev was born. That's so true. My mom basically passed the torch down to my sister the moment that she had a kid, right? So that's a good point. My mom brings up a good point. I guess that's the torch passing is when your kids have kids, maybe, right?
Yeah, once they can mow the lawn, it all gets better from there, I hear.
Who the hell says that?
That's what I said.
Oh, but Mom did say I'm still your boss.
Yeah.
But not mine.
Nope.
You can't tell me when to go to bed.
You can't tell Dan when to go to bed, but you can tell me when to go to bed. And then I will still say, nope. I'm my own self.
You're not
Don't
my
you tell me
mom.
what.
You're
Don't.
not my
I'm
mother.
43 years old. You don't tell me what to do. Okay, fine. I'll go to bed.
You make a good point.
I do have an early morning tomorrow. You're not wrong.
It's when he takes his laptop with him into bed.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm still on stream, but I'm in bed.
Exactly.
You never.
Man. Brilliant.
That was that weird moment. I remember visiting. I was staying at my parents' place. I had to drive. I was just helping them move into their place, and it was one of those things where they're both up, and I come out at like 1:30. They're both watching TV. I actually said the words, "Shouldn't you guys be in bed? It's way past your bedtime." And they went like, "Yeah, you're right." And they got up and left. And I'm like, "Am I in charge now?"
Am I the boss?
You just there was a glitch in the matrix.
Did I just become the alpha?
Yeah, the glitch in the matrix.
I made a joke and tried that once. I was like, "Hey, when are you guys making dinner?" And my mom said, "When are you making dinner? You're the kid." I'm like, "I'm still the beta." Okay.
You know what? That's a great point as well. Like, when do you? At what ages do people start getting responsibilities? We're taking major tangents here. How holy cow! At what age do kids start getting certain responsibilities? I know somebody who at the age of like maybe 5 or 6 is already like taking stuff out of the dishwasher, maybe.
Yeah, I remember. It's funny because we're talking about.
What were we going to say? Yeah.
We're talking about moving into a townhouse, and I joked with Emily the other day, and I said, "Just so you know, you're going to have to be the one who takes out the garbage."
Whoa.
She goes, "Whoa, why?" And I was like, "Because I literally." And from the age in which I was able to lift the garbage can, that was my job until I moved out of my parents' house.
Oh,
it wasn't like a hard task, but
so it became a rebellious thing where you're
really
like
25 years of putting the garbage out and then getting yelled at for forgetting, even though like there wasn't enough garbage to fill all the buckets, so you're fine. But still, it was the point.
No, that doesn't change at all. That doesn't change. Oh, Jaws is saying 3 or 4. Wait, John,
3 or 4 thumbs to break to prevent from winnings?
No, that's Dan's thing.
That's Dan.
Yeah, it's Dan's.
Okay.
I was just gonna say, John, you don't have kids. So, you say 3 or 4. So let's default to Dan. Does 3 or 4 is that the right age to start doing some chores, cleaning the room at least?
I think you do it right away, don't you? Yeah.
Yeah,
I was 3 and I got told to make my bed. 4, I had to make my bed, do the dishes, and walk the dog. And when I was 10, they brought in garbage and cooking.
Yeah.
Garbage mainly because, Danny and Paul, you guys, I'm a bigger guy. When I was 10, I was actually quite small, and we had like those garbage cans that had wheels. My parents were afraid I'd pull it too far and fall, and it landed on me. I couldn't get back up. I was like the fly. But it was around 10, and it was one of those things where my parents told me one day a week I had to cook a meal, and they don't care if it was mac and cheese every week. The whole point of it was self-reliance and learning how to cook in that aspect of things. And I laugh because it's not until you move in with other people that you realize, am I the one who's cooking for the entire household because no one else knows how to do it? And yes, it is deep. And so it was quite a shocker in that sense. But I laugh because I'm like, I would always like, yeah, I'm always cooking the meals. And then now I look at people like, even my parents like, we have Uber Eats now. I'm like, right. But you have a whole fridge full of food. But we don't want that. We want Uber Eats. I'm like, now you're getting it.
This is a whole other conversation, as a matter of fact, because I think I was reading CBC, or not reading CBC, listening to CBC, and they were saying that the statistics of people that discard food is extremely high right now. There's a lot of people buying food and it's expiring, and people are just not eating it. Or the alternative is that there are people eating more expired food now because it's in the fridge. Right?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, we definitely clean out the fridge these days.
Yeah. Well, there's more people, like, we're shopping less than we did previous. Like we're physically going to grocery stores less than we did before. But when we do pick up stuff, at least I find it's certainly more mindful for us to skip the dishes. If we're in the mood for something, we just pick up the phone and get something now. And that salad is withering away in the fridge. And
That poor thing.
yeah, exactly. And then I will never eat you, carrot. And it was going bad. And then you look at it and you're like, oh, I guess I better drink this week-old milk.
Yeah, I gotta.
It's here.
It still smells good.
Yeah, I'll just eat this. It smells good. It's probably good. I'm gonna eat it. And so you do, and then you end up throwing out the rest of it. Planning, like meal planning, according to CBC, is completely upside down right now.
Yeah,
nobody knows what to meal.
Well, a lot of people are getting those. Actually, we just had one tonight. A friend of ours gave us a trial of it, but like the food delivery things.
Oh, the chef's plate things.
The like good food or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, we did that for a long time. It was great.
It's okay.
Yeah, ours was very, very good. We just couldn't get into a schedule that we got it twice a week. How many times did you get it?
This one they give you like 3 at a time.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
we got 2 meals twice a week, just so that every Tuesday and I think every Thursday we would have a pre-cooked meal that just kind of.
Oh, these are more like
the ingredients, and then we together
the proportions or whatever. Yeah,
but at least we didn't have to go shopping those nights, and we just had food, and that was good. We enjoyed that actually.
We've thought about doing that ourselves, especially the fact of being I'm home now because I don't have anything else to do. But even one of those things where, my wife works until 8:45, 9 o'clock. By the time she gets home, it's like 9:45. And so at that point in time, it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, do you cook a relatively large, a good hearty meal, knowing the fact that you're going to be eating all that stuff at 10 o'clock and then basically going to bed within a few hours.
Yeah, that's true.
And you have nowhere to expel that energy. And so we thought about those, good food, chef's plates, because you can pick like what type of thing you want, whether or not you want it to be a lighter plate, a more hearty meal, one of those ones that you can cook, and knowing there's going to be leftovers, those like family type meals. And it seems awesome. It was a great idea. Haven't had to get around to it yet, but
all those services exist now, and that infrastructure didn't really have a place before COVID.
Yeah, and
now, before food delivery, you refuse to contribute to the food delivery racket. That's a hard one, John. That's a hard one, bud.
Yeah,
good for you.
The food delivery racket. Yeah, one thing that I noticed.
Go ahead. Sorry. Yeah.
A lot of waste. Like everybody's like, oh, you don't waste any portions, but what you are wasting is plastic bags.
Yes.
And cardboard and ice packs, and it's a little wasteful, I find, to be honest.
Yeah. This is my attitude. Sorry. You've heard me say it many times. It doesn't. I'm so pessimistic here. It does, John. I appreciate that perspective. It's great, but it's not going to stop because you made the decision. Like this, you know what I mean? But
you vote with your wallet.
Kind of the wave of what it is. It's kind of like buying things on Amazon versus going into brick and mortar stores. That is literally not going anywhere. Amazon is not closing tomorrow, so you have opportunity to amend, roll with it, figure out strategy, like new strategies. Figure things out with that huge monster on your shoulder. It is not closing down anytime soon, right?
You made a point there about the loss about what John was saying, skip the dishes. On one hand, it's a nightmare, and the amount of money that's been raised, stuff like that. But the other side of it is, I haven't done it myself, but I know tons of people who basically they went and became Uber Eats drivers and Skip to Eats drivers and all that stuff because that was their only source of supplemental income because they lost everything during this time.
Correct. Yeah.
Right.
We've seen that.
And the amount of places that did regular delivery for food was very limited. And it's like beforehand, I was like, you want delivery? Oh, I guess you're dealing with, pizza again. But now the fact that it's wide open, and Uber now in their Eats, they've now added what's called Uber Essentials, and now it's basically added grocery stores in there as well. So instead of paying Save On to deliver groceries to you, they will do it for you. I'm like, that's overkill, but good for them.
Amazon does the same thing. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm okay with it. I find it handy as hell. We've woken up a couple mornings and seen somebody showing up with literally a bag of McDonald's. Like somebody has skipped the dishes with just like a cheeseburger. And I'm like,
yeah.
I kind of reserve skip the dishes for those specialty, like we want to get something from the Keg, or we want to get something from some Mexican restaurant that's across town, and we don't want to get in our vehicle to go there. We've been paying since the beginning of time. We paid pizza delivery people to deliver us pizzas. How has that been wrong? It hasn't. So how is me having some Mexican restaurant put together some tacos for me and sent it to me? How is that any different? I'm just doing it more now. Right.
Well, the issue is, and the primary issue that these things have is they have a very predatory business model.
Ooh, interesting.
And, it's a little bit more obvious with like Uber. Basically, Uber is heavily financed company because they were kind of the first to market.
Sure.
The valuation of their company is based on the fact that everybody's investing in them because they're disrupting the taxi cab market. And they're giving you a more convenient product, but the people who pay for the convenience are the drivers. The drivers don't get any benefits. They get literally lowest wages possible.
Good.
And
yeah. I don't mean good. That you know what I mean. Yeah. That's
then Uber. What they are doing is they are just gaining market share for when self-driving cars are a thing, and then they don't need taxi cab drivers. So taxi cab drivers are like people who use Uber are fueling the demise of taxi cabs, and the taxi cab drivers that are going to Uber to work,
yes, are feeding the same monster.
So skip the dishes is much more expensive than having like an on-hand delivery person. There's lots more. Like Dan just said, there's lower margins, and they're eating up more of those margins. And like these companies are running grossly in the red when they like skip the dishes is crazy in the red, supposedly.
Well, before COVID, I remember we did skip the dishes, and there was a $15 minimum, like there was a $15 delivery fee, and we really had to decide whether or not we wanted, and we did it like once or twice at most. We did it once or twice, and then the moment COVID kicked in, all those delivery fees disappeared. And you're absolutely right. Where did those delivery fees go? Who lost those delivery fees?
Just charging it back, and they're just taking their losses. They're taking their lumps now. Just like, I don't know if you guys read the news today, but Netflix is also raising their prices.
No, I didn't know that.
So Netflix is going up another $1. That means they've gone up 40% in the last 2 years because they did the exact same thing. They heavily leveraged themselves and to get people basically addicted to the service.
Yep.
And then they're like, fuck you. We're just going to raise the prices. So it's a tried and true business model that all these tech companies are taking now. So
well, here it is. November 2018. It went from $9.99. I remember paying $9.99 back in the day. And
good days.
And now it's going up to $16.99.
But that being said, when it was $9.99, it was the very basic stuff. But then when it boosted up, it also had the whole aspect of it was like up to 4 viewers at a time, Ultra HD, and it's like, so at least that, I'm not saying it's good because it's not, but it's still at least the price is being boosted up, at least the product's being boosted with it, in that kind of concept. But I mean, Dan, you mentioned the aspect of the cab drivers, but I'd be curious. I mean, I don't do the travel. I don't know if you guys have done it recently at all either, but I wonder if the Uber market is different in places like Toronto and stuff like that, where cabs are a lot more a lot more uniform. Like I remember when I went for training in Toronto, it was if you take a cab from the airport, doesn't matter which cab you take. If they want that business, they have to charge you this rate.
Yeah.
Whereas where I remember taking a cab from YVR to my parents' place when they lived in Richmond, and the cab driver missed the turn, so we had to go the longer route so he can get more money. I'm like, really? Like,
Yeah.
We
No,
had-
there's
we had
pluses and minuses.
We had a thing in London called Black Top or Checker Limousine.
Black
And-
what? Black.
A black top, black clock. I was gonna say.
Crap.
Checker Limousine. I don't know if it still exists. Maybe my mom can confirm that. I don't think so. But Checker Limousine was kind of revolutionary because they charged by the zone, so it was $5 a zone, and depending on how far you were going, it would cost you substantially less than a cab would.
Yeah.
And it was just a different way of traveling, and you had to do the math and realize what was a better way to go.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, there are certainly pluses. I mean, that's the whole game plan is they kill you with the the pluses, right? Like skip the dishes is amazing. Well,
one big thing about it as well is I mean, like I remember going to a bachelor party in Seattle, and I didn't want to drive my car from the hotel to downtown Seattle, so I said just take an Uber, and I did. And the amount of money I would have paid to drive down there and pay for parking, for the night and all that stuff was massively more expensive by like 2 or 3 times than it was for me. That would have been for me to take my car and go.
yeah.
Right.
Right. And so
Weird.
Uber has its benefits and it has its negatives, but I think it's one of those things where, if, for example, if people when the club scene kicks back in Vancouver, right, when the SkyTrains stop at 1 o'clock in the morning, the clubs are open till 3 o'clock in the morning. You don't have to worry about how am I going to get home.
That is the big thing. Public safety, I guess, at that point. Right?
Mhm.
Public safety.
Public pubic safety.
Pubic safety.
Yeah, they're just trying to force it again from the whole black cock thing. So,
Trying to make it go either way.
Yeah, I didn't see Black Hawk.
I just think that things have been flexing for so long that the breaking point was now.
Yep.
The inevitability of just everybody going all in with their ideas. Oh, I'm hearing a doorbell sound.
Oh, you know what I want? I just want self-driving cars to literally fuck over like a million different jobs.
Oh,
I think I'd really like to see that.
Jaws uses he's a hypocrite because he uses Amazon delivery, but he really hates going in stores. That right now you're absolutely 150%, which is more than 100%. Spoiler alert. Correct. Amazon makes it so easy to get a brand new toothbrush sent to you in a huge goddamn box
I love it. It's
with
so
styrofoam.
my parents ordered a bunch of like random small crap that came in those gigantic Amazon boxes just so when they had to ship things to my niece in Manitoba, or they wanted to like pack things in like Christmas boxes so they wouldn't know what it was. They're like, we got these like little tiny adapters for the TV, but look at this gigantic 11 by 14 box we got. I'm like,
Yeah.
God.
Hey Dan, are you there? We can't hear you, son. We can't hear you. Speak up.
So if you're just joining us, Dan just joined the stream. We're chatting.
Oh, I can hear you a bit. Yeah.
Oh, there you are.
Stop being a chump
Yeah,
and talk.
maybe we get a different headset.
Get a different headset. Holy cow! I thought you were professional.
If only there was a great company you could buy headsets from. That
Spoiler alert. We don't make headsets.
we do.
No, we don't.
It's called the headphones that are on your head. There's an attachment. Know your product lines.
Fucking hell. You're right.
the fact that you're wearing a Roland shirt and you don't know your own fucking product line
hold on.
is exponential.
You're wearing the Roland shirt. That's true, Dan.
I'm just wearing the Roland shirt because it just covers up my nipples really good.
That's fair. That's fair. You're
It's
right.
a Roland crop top.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. These V-Moda headphones actually have a headset attachment, the CP10BP.
Yeah,
Forget.
I think I'm using the motors as well.
I don't
I
know.
just realized those are being
Oh Lord! Oh, somebody's a robot.
Oh, Lord, I'm Team Motor headset.
We're going down. We're going down.
Oh, Lord.
Landing gear is down. Your landing gear is down. Your landing gear is down.
Now.
Your landing gear is down.
Oh man.
Sunday when he was trying to join in the game, the Mario Kart stuff his stream his card wasn't working first then, and now his mic isn't working.
Was that
That's possible. Everybody has problems with the hardware. That's a fact.
was that the Nintendo Switch Online headset?
It might have been.
That was scary.
It's a headset that comes with the PlayStation controllers.
Yeah, which I don't mind. They're actually not bad quality.
You guys making fun of me?
We always make fun of you.
Oh, I know.
What was that? That was
That's
insane.
And my young children.
Well, let's be clear here, Dan. Your kids are rad. They're really good kids, and that's the
I know.
problem.
And whenever they're done streaming with you, they go in their rooms and cry for an hour.
Oh, collect those tears. Collect them. I drink them. I drink those children's tears.
That's weird. When I got off the stream with Paul, I just drank a fifth of scotch.
Oh, you're not wrong.
My kids aren't.
either
My
of
kids
those.
aren't into scotch yet.
No, not yet. Your kids have. I've heard your kids. Your kids have really thick skins. They can handle any abuse. Well, in one way or another, but they can handle any of my verbiage. They can handle it all. That's fine. If they started crying because of anything I said, I would judge you as a parent.
Yeah, exactly.
They can handle losing.
Yeah, it's fine. That's the right answer. Because God knows, ever since I've started playing with them, I've had to handle losing.
Except my 7-year-old has 3 times as many crowns as you do.
Yeah. So tell us more this
Like
morning.
the $1 billion Bill Gates thing. He's counting.
That's right.
Yeah.
He clearly didn't have that many crowns.
Yeah, your kids have been playing Fall Guys.
Yeah.
And how many crowns does he have? Is it Oliver? Oliver's got.
Ben.
Oh, Ben's got it. Cool. Ben's got
3
crowns. Well, you really, the golden thing is you only need 1 to prove that you're a cool guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I got 1. Anything above that is bragging.
Yeah.
You guys checked out season 2 yet?
Yeah, Tanya was playing it earlier on. And
So what is season 2? Tell me more. I have not yet.
It's kind of medieval themed.
yeah, medieval themed. It's got a whole bunch of new levels on it, and a lot
There's
more.
4 new levels, I think. 4.
Also, there's variations of the first ones as well.
Yep.
I think. Yeah. Tanya,
And there's like
was
a
enjoying
show
it,
selector too, so you can just do like a gauntlet showdown,
which was very appealing to me. So I might play that later on.
Well, here, let's.
and then all new costumes and stuff.
What do you got?
Let's. I want to watch the trailer.
Watch it up there, bub.
Your way to have trying to have Twitch open, but it was making it sound funny.
Oh, press pause or press turn down the volume on our stream, and that way you don't get the audio coming through.
I know, but then the volume goes down on my Discord too.
Can you just press the mute button on the stream? That's what I did.
I tried, didn't. Where is that?
Or the volume.
So what am I watching here? I'm watching.
Oh, just the volume in Twitch, not your master volume.
Oh, this looks fun. New show selector.
Yeah, main show or gauntlet.
Slime Survivors.
So do you guys play it on system or on the computer?
We're playing. Who plays computer games?
Computer games.
Stupid people play.
Did they improve the graphics? It looks like
Added more. It looks like there's more horizon stuff. Like you can see stuff in the distance, so it orients you a little bit better as opposed to just a void in the background. I like that aspect.
yeah, that looks cool. That looks fun.
Yeah, it looks very fun.
Is there lots of
The
like?
biggest thing was when it first came out, it was they released it really quickly, and so it's kind of like this is a brand new game. It's gonna be awesome, and it took off like gangbusters. And then people got tired of playing the same. Ironically, they got tired of playing the same 5 or 6 or 7 levels all the time. They said, "Hey, look at this Among Us." Among Us has 3 levels, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
But I think it just became the game itself was just so unbelievably annoying, and it wasn't crossplay, and so it kind of fizzled out a little bit. But I don't know if they've made season 2 crossplay yet. I know they were talking about doing it.
I was just
But
about to
Play with what?
ask that question.
All guys,
Fall Guys?
yeah.
But with what? With PC?
With everything. Yeah. PC.
It's only on PlayStation and PC.
Yeah, but it's not crossplay compatible.
That's because the PC players are all cheating.
Yes, exactly.
The almost keyboard trick.
Yes. So I want to know about crossplay. Did they introduce crossplay into because
I'm playing it right now.
Tanya noticed some glitches while she was playing. There was somebody holding her. Somebody was holding her and wouldn't let her move.
Wasn't her husband?
No, I was.
That's because of all your distancing you're doing.
Yes, absolutely correct. I'm responsible that way. In the game, somebody was holding her and there was nobody there. So there was a glitch happening.
Oh, not a glitch.
Yeah, season 2. There we go.
Yeah, my brother and I found our first set of glitches in the Cold War beta. He's like, "There's glitches in Cold War." I'm like, "It's the fucking beta.
Yeah, who?
That's the point of the beta."
I seem to remember. Yeah, I remember like Halo was like that.
Beta for everything, and they're not actually betas.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
It must be just to see how many servers they need to buy once the game actually launches. Like, holy shit, we're gonna need more boat.
It's kind of shocking about that for Activision for COD. We can need more servers. Really? Your game, Modern Warfare was like the top selling game. That's pissed so many people off because it's now, I think it was with season 6 update, it's now over 250 gigabytes. It's now the biggest game.
Oh yeah, I did read that. That's right.
The biggest game of all time.
Yeah.
See, I feel like I missed Call of Duty Cold War. I've never even like seen it.
I never played any of the Call of Duties. Never.
I'm Googling it, guys. I'm Googling it.
You're Googleman.
You haven't seen any of the Cold War stuff?
Nope. I'm looking at it right now.
I dare you to look it up.
Double dog.
PJ, I'm playing Fall Guys right now.
Are you?
Dude, you guys could play together while we chit chat.
That's actually true. BRB.
Just played the
Trabzon.
BRB.
No, right back.
Airfield's just up ahead.
So set in the Cold War.
Find this shithead.
Okay. Wow, it looks good. Holy shit.
Priorities to
Mhm.
high. Things go hot.
Is this next gen then, I guess?
So this game is a special one. So what they've done is they so I've played the multiplayer and the graphics are identical for PS4. What they've done is they pretty much maxed out what the PS4 could do with this game. So
okay.
if people buy the PS4 version, if and when they decide to buy a PS5, all the pre-orders on the PlayStation Store actually are a cross-gen.
Yeah.
So you can automatically download the PS5 version.
That's interesting.
And then once you download the PS5 version, it will transfer all your save files to PS5, but it'll deactivate the PS4 version, so you don't have 2 copies of it.
Oh, interesting. So you couldn't like play it on your PS4 in like another bedroom or something like that? You
No.
have to like choose?
Well, it's the same thing. Basically saying kind of like, hey, I just bought this PS5. I'm going to give my random next door neighbor my PS4, and it's going to have the exact same game.
It's funny how they're so concerned of like the 0.001% of people just doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a nice slide. Uh-oh. That guy's dead. I wonder what the viability of using a human shield is.
a meat shield.
Yeah, really. Like, is that really the best play? Oh my gosh!
Better than no
I mean,
shield, I guess.
if all the guns have sights on them, if you use a human shield, you're not covering your entire body.
That's true. That's very.
I mean, come on, it's better than no shield.
Yes, there's a campaign there, Jaws.
This is the campaign, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, it's like that scene in that Fast and the Furious movie when they're like on the runway, and the plane takes like 10 minutes to take off. That's right. I remember this part. Oh man, RC car. You're in a big car. Why would you want a little car?
Why wouldn't you want a little car? So the cool thing about this one is they've redone a lot of stuff. So the maps in the multiplayer, one of them is set in Angola. And the whole concept of the scene is there was a crashed satellite. And the whole point of it is you have the U.S. Special Forces, so CIA and all that stuff, are trying to get it. But you also have the Spetsnaz and all those guys on the other trying to get it. That map is massive. I think it has like, I think it might have like 4 layers to the map.
Really? Wow.
And sand dunes and everything. And there's a lot of times where you can like, I got so pissed at it because I was getting sniped from the corner, and I look way up ahead, and all you can see is just the bare top of the guy's head because he's behind a sand dune.
Wow.
Like, it was perfect. There's one where you're the map's not entirely finished yet,
Oh,
but it's between 2 warships, so you can actually jump on like boats and sea-doos, and you can be on the ships for like deathmatch things on the ships. You can, so that the one you saw there with all the sand is the sand dune ones. You can be on the ships. You can use the ropes and go across the ships. You can be on in the water.
that's cool. This is cool.
You're here because you're the best.
Oats and hoes, huh?
Has to offer.
Oats and hose.
Keeps the world from
Oh,
turning
nice. Balaclava. No, wait.
We work off the
Is it balaclava or baklava?
to keep the
I always get those
rules
two
fair.
confused.
Balaclava is the clothing. Baklava is the tasty dessert.
Either way, I'm putting it on my face.
I'm smearing all over me.
Let them
Yikes.
Back, PJ.
Yeah, this is cool.
Funny, with the map there, Miami, is when you go into one of the areas, there's a pool. Attached to the pool is that's the one I thought about when you're on the sea-doos.
Oh, that's like Waterworld. I remember that movie.
One of the new levels.
This is a weird movie. Bruce Willis. No, not Bruce Willis. Kevin Costner had gills. They
Oh yeah, Waterworld.
land.
Waterworld was awesome. That's a great movie.
Apparently, it's like one of the most arduous filming processes of all time. I watched a good video on it.
It was all in water.
All right, I get it.
So when you're in Miami, there's a pool and there's that little diving board, and there's this one little spot that when you actually jump off the diving board, it launches you up as if you're on a diving board.
Oh wow!
Yikers.
Did you guys ever go down? Did you guys ever go down the 10-meter dive?
Metaphorically?
Oh, baby.
Metaphorically?
Like
Far Cry
diving board.
Far Cry
At a
was
game
awesome.
school.
Once you get to the 10-meter dive, it's all of a sudden shit's fucking real. All right, you got time to think about your fall from grace.
Tell me more.
So I always felt that 10-meter was quite a daunting little jaunt there. The rest of them, the 7-meter, no big deal. The normal, what is the Olympic one? The Olympic size, not a big deal. 10-meter, yikes. Yikes Island.
Oh shit! Are we actually playing Fall Guys?
No, I decided just to go in because I just wanted to see what's up here.
Oh, okay.
Because I haven't logged in yet. So there's how to play. I don't care. I'm a king. Does anybody know I already got a crown? I'm a big deal.
Hey, you should make your face bigger.
So let's see. Are you
make your picture in picture bigger, PJ?
Why? Not that big of a deal.
That's what I want.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh man.
There you go. There you go. Everything's cool. Everything's fine.
Nice.
So this is the deal. I'm gonna take it one try here. One try. And I'm gonna get a crown on the first try. Here we go.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you're good. Oh, you ready for the clip, son? This is it. I'm getting a crown. First try. Because I don't
He dies in the first 2 seconds of playing.
know if you know this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Should I be concerned that John has been in the waiting room? Does he want to join the audio?
Is John?
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed.
Oh,
He remembers Far Cry with boats.
Oh, John. Yeah, you're in the waiting room. You don't need to be in the waiting room. Come on in, bud. Oh, want me? Do you want it?
But yeah, if you're just tuning into the stream, we got Discord going. So if you want to join the Discord, be my guest.
We're all being cool guys. Okay, here we go, folks. This is me being cool guy.
Yes.
Here we go.
Qualified on one of the new levels.
You're all grown up. Here we go.
I'm a grown up.
You're all grown up.
A grown up playing Fall Guys.
And I only play video games with reverb, lots of it,
And young children.
and young children. Come on, folks. I'm rolling the dice. Son of a out of
PJ, you know what Dimitri Martin says, yeah?
who dat?
It's okay to say you love kids, but it's not okay to be specific. It's not okay to say I love 12-year-olds.
Yes, that sounds about right. Oh, people are holding on to shit. Okay, I'm going over here. This is it.
Oh man, John's gonna join the chat. John's gonna join the chat.
Is John in the chat? Let's do it. Oh, this is dumb. Not only did I not qualify, I'll probably be.
Oh, I have a hot dog.
This was dumb.
Dude.
This was the stupidest. I'm the absolute
I'm
worst.
so glad you're so proud of yourself. Like, I'm going to come in first and get
I'm
my
gonna
crown.
qualify on my first try.
Oh, look at that though! I just jumped over everybody's skull.
Do it. Do
I
it.
like-
Are you out? Are you
Come on,
out?
Yes.
Paul. No one gets it right the first try.
Yeah,
You did it!
I did it. That's too much reverb. There we go. Beautiful. Hey, coffee.
Oh, I'm on the final Fall Mountain.
Did
Go
you
for
die? How come you're not the hot dog guy? I like the hot dog guy there. He's
Who
fun.
doesn't like the hot guy? Hot dog guy.
Hot guy.
Hot guy. Who doesn't like?
Who's like the hot guy?
Who doesn't like the hot guy?
Hot guy's cool.
I don't know.
Here, folks. Black cocks and hot guys.
You heard it. Cool. All right. Wait, why is this taking
Oh,
so
the snippets are going to be all night for this one.
Oh no.
long?
Get my
So
butt
this
kicked
is an
here.
interesting level that they changed it because there's a horizon now. Oh wait, what? We're about to see. At least the 110. Yeah, there you go. So you can see the horizon now. It's much easier. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Theoretically,
What's up before?
it's less
Oh,
disorienting.
guys, I just came in like third on Fall Mountain.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but second place is still loser.
Dude, you're a loser.
Yeah, sorry, dude.
Good Christ.
I'm taking a
I don't know. For some reason, I
taking a
never really
chance.
get into Fall Guys.
I didn't think I was going to, and I don't play it as much as Tanya does. Tanya actually plays a lot of it, which is really cool. Oh, mama!
Of course, the one thing, the sad part is I've actually lost attention span for a lot of games. Like I remember buying not the new Star Wars game, that the Legions, the Squadron, but
Oh,
the one
Squadrons.
beforehand.
Yeah.
Oh, Fallen Jedi or Fallen Order or whatever.
Oh, we've talked about this.
Yeah, like I got the game. It seemed cool, but I just like put it down. Like, yeah, I'll get to it next day. And that was like the second day it came out. I still haven't touched it. Like I'm gonna go back to that. No.
I had to.
Mamacita! Okay.
I had to turn the difficulty down for it to be bearable. A lot of the sword play and stuff was really like timing specific, and you had to moves perfectly, or you just die. Like stormtroopers aren't supposed to kill you easy. Come on,
No, they actually
blow those guys down.
they got done. That's all I needed to do. I just needed to check.
How's that crown feel?
Wow, that's a hard burn.
You got thrown off the roll because the crown weighed you off to one side, and you lost your footing.
Yeah, that's summed it up nicely. Sadly,
It's like,
You're not gonna keep
oh,
playing.
sorry, Moose has been disconnected from the Discord chat. Oh no!
exactly.
The straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah, I'm done with that. So that's the Full Guys close application. There we go.
I want to watch. Actually, that reminds me. And Jaws, I would need you need your input. Is that Squadrons game any good?
I saw some people playing it. I'd be intrigued. Are you playing it, Jaws?
Full match. Here we go. I
Oh,
wanna
I
watch
thought Jaws was in chat already. Oh no, he's not. He's
He's still in the waiting room.
That's a sad. That's a sad.
sad.
There you go.
Hey, activate.
Activate.
Hey, PJ.
Yep.
Jedi Fallen Order is $40 again.
Jeez. No,
Did
No, not this again.
Did you buy it?
It's
I'm
too
dead.
much, guys. It's too
No,
much.
tempting.
I need a collectathon.
No, screw it. I'm not in it. I downloaded Genshin
man.
Impact, which is free.
safe.
Tell me more, Liberal Party. Okay, bye.
Genshin Impact. It's free. It's amazing. I'm actually really enjoying it.
Genshin?
Genshin Impact right now. GENSHIN.
What's that?
It looks Square Enix like. It looks like a Final Fantasy game, but it's being referred to as like Breath of the Wild equivalent.
Huh.
And it's free right now. It's a lot of fun.
Free on
Since
what?
we're all
PS4. And I got told on Switch as well, but I haven't went over to my Switch to download it.
you can't
Oh
now.
man, he's putting his glove
Yeah,
on. That's
I
cool.
don't have it.
I love gloves.
What did you get told?
What did I what?
You said you were told. What did you get told?
Told that it's free on all platforms.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but I haven't confirmed Switch. What
Right.
let me pull you down here. There you go, bud. There you go. You're in now.
This looks cool. I want to know if John bought this.
John's in there now. Now I can hear you, bud.
Yeah.
I didn't know you wanted to be in
Well,
it, so I
bud.
dragged you down, bud. You're in now.
I mean, you can just drag him in.
How you
Yeah.
doing, guys?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, bud. Look at this. This is the team.
Does
Can
it
you-
work?
Is this a YouTube video or is this someone's feed?
This is YouTube's.
Oh, this is the YouTubes?
Now, can you guys see the stream through Discord? Does that work?
No.
If you
I'm
click on
watching
Dan-
through
So
Twitch.
no.
Actually, if you go to Danny. Now, wait a minute. Let's clarify something. We definitely want you watching our stream because it helps with the
that's
numbers.
true. You can see it in Discord.
But if you go to
Yeah.
Danny's and go Danny's name, you can watch the stream real time there,
Yeah.
as opposed to the delay that's happening in the background.
Oh. All right, cool.
I did that for you guys.
Actually playing this now, Danny?
No. How much is it? Is it expensive? Seem to remember it being cheaper than
Yeah,
whatever you want to call it.
$70 or $50.
It kind of looks like what they tried to do with the Star Wars
Battlefront.
Battlefront, both of them, but they both failed miserably, and they actually made a Star Wars game that's actually good.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
the space fighting wasn't great in Battlefront 1 and 2.
no, exactly.
It was kind of just there.
This
But this looks good. Certainly looks good.
and with the name Squadron, does that imply that you can play with multiple people?
Yes.
Yeah, and I've watched some people play it, and you can have like up to 5 per side.
Cool. So it's
And then
basically
it's-
just a dog.
I think everybody has to fly different spacecrafts. Like you got a bomber, you got a X-wing. I don't know if everybody can fly X-wings.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, you gotta have like classes.
Yeah, you beat me to it. I was going to say because then that actually makes it so that you're actually a characteristic. You're a class. Yeah, you got it.
Mhm.
Because they all have different skills.
Yeah, I think it looks good.
That looks fun.
The cool part
Is
about
it
this one,
crossplay?
I don't know. Actually, find out.
Dude, I think it does have crossplay.
I'm going to the PlayStation Store right now and I'm looking at it. Hold on,
Star
folks.
Wars Squadrons.
I'm looking up a Star War. I need a Star War here, folks.
Well, that being said, I think I'm going to buy a PlayStation 5.
If you
You
play
should.
Star Wars Squadrons online, crossplay is enabled by default. PC players, Xbox, and PS4 players are matched.
Yeah, baby.
See, I don't necessarily see play or PC having much of an advantage in this. Maybe a little bit.
I suppose if you're a heavy flight sim person like John,
Yes. Yeah.
Dude, he'd school us.
advantage if you've got a nice joystick or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I find like I play World of Warplanes. So using the mouse and keyboard is pretty nice.
Yeah, I bet.
Actually, I'm glad somebody brought it up because I wanted to know, Jaws, where have you been flying these days?
Last flight was Indonesia.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
to Indonesia or
Quite nice.
or in Indonesia?
No, Indonesia.
No, that's what I meant. Did you fly to there or in that area?
No, just in that area.
Oh, cool. By the way,
Wouldn't it be real time? Wouldn't he have to like have a 15-hour flight?
yeah, well,
I believe
Crazy.
it is real time. I did a flight from Vancouver to Orlando in real time. That was a horrible mistake to start at 1:00 in the morning. And I have to laugh. It was actually quite funny. As soon as the plane crossed into Florida airspace, it immediately crashed into the ground. I had it on autopilot because I was bored. I went to the bathroom and it crashed into the ground. Like even autopilot doesn't want to go to Florida.
yeah,
Yeah.
So Star Wars Squadrons on PlayStation
$54.99.
is $55.
It's not bad.
Yep.
It's not bad.
It's $49.49 if you have EA Play.
$27. I'll wait for it. $27.
You're a $27 man.
I'm a $27 man.
So, fun fact.
Cool.
I guess
That's
the play
that's
then in
VR
VR
capabilities.
Nice.
Oh wait, what are you saying,
I
Danny?
remember.
Danny, what are you saying?
If it's on EA Play, it will be on Game Pass in just over a month.
Yeah.
It is. It's 49.
You can save yourself $5 on it.
$5 buckaroos.
$5.
You tried VR at all?
Hey, it's $5 a month.
No, I haven't done VR yet.
No, neither have I.
I learned
$5. That's like a skip the dishes delivery fee.
Oh no! Yes.
a third of a skip the dishes fee. I learned. I was afraid that if I did get VR, we have a lot of glass around the place here because Tanya has lots of mineral collections.
Yeah.
Glass cabinets all over the place, and I'm afraid that if I did have VR, I would be covered in glass shards at the end of one level just from wandering around the room. But I learned that apparently you can set boundaries in the game where like you can basically square off your VR area, and if you start approaching that area, a red wall will show up in your vision.
Oh, really?
So that you know that you're actually going out of the area of it.
Well,
We have like a little headset that you can put your phone in and has like a controller and stuff.
For sure. Yeah.
And I started feeling sick almost immediately.
Oh man.
I had the
Wow.
I don't know if I'll call it joy opportunity. Try the Half-Life Alyx
Oh,
on Steam. On one hand, it was awesome because it's like first I was like, wow, a new Half-Life game that actually is done by Valve. This is great. I was terrified because when you have a head crack come flying at you in VR, I'm not gonna lie, I might have pooped a little. I don't. It's that fear, like, oh god. But it was terrifying. Like,
dude, I'm so choked that they spent like that's classic Valve. They have so much money, they don't know what to do with it. That they decided to build an entire Half-Life game specifically for VR.
yeah,
Such a Valve move. I love it.
but I love the fact that you have the guys at Crowbar who created Black Mesa, and it took years to get that done. Paul Ponto told me about Black Mesa like 6 years ago. And I remember getting it when it was first gen. It was like, okay, this is kind of cool. But we just finished playing it a few weeks ago. And I don't know if you guys were aware of it or not, but when they used up to the Zen levels, all from using the engine from Half-Life 2 and 2.1 and 2.2, but no one created Zen. So they actually hired engineers and designers and artists to create this level. And they they multiply the playability of the level and like the gameplay by like 3 times. Like it's huge.
Okay.
And they changed a lot of things. Like in the first level of Half-Life, you get the crowbar right away. But in Black Mesa, the cool thing about it is until you get the crowbar, like maybe 20 or 30 minutes into the game, you literally have no weapons.
Wow.
So it's all stealth.
Black Mesa. I don't remember that.
When did you last play it?
Probably like within the last 6 or 7 months.
Because I know like we just started it again a few months ago, and at the beginning of the level, like at the beginning of the game, after the explosion, right? It takes a long because beforehand you would get the crowbar almost right away in the first one, but now you don't get it at all, not till later on in the game. You're still in the depths of Black Mesa, right? But it's not instantaneous.
Yeah, maybe I just didn't remember how early I got it when I first played it. But it's super fun. I love Black Mesa.
That game itself is fantastic. I know that whole crowbar initiative, they've started to actually create other ones because they kind of got tired of Valve screwing everyone over. So like, we're going to make another Portal. I'm like, oh no.
I'll chill for another Portal.
I need to know if people are buying that game or if I should buy a different game.
What game?
The Squadron.
Oh, you want to play a game together? Okay.
Well, I don't want to play Squadron on my own.
Well,
that's true. That's true. You need a team.
$27.99.
Oh, okay.
$27.99.
It came out on October 2nd.
That'll be like 6 months.
$27.99.
Guys, just get an Xbox. It's done deal. Done deal.
Why would it be an Xbox?
It's still $50 on X. It'll still be $50.
I've got
Xbox Game Pass. You don't buy an Xbox and not get Game Pass. Come on, guys.
Can I pay you in Animal Crossing
It's not
bells?
going to be on Game Pass.
It's an EA game. It won't be on Game Pass at all.
Guys, you guys aren't up with the hot topic these
on
days.
EA Play, which if you have EA Play will cost you $50 still.
Broheims, you guys did not catch the news that EA Play will now be included in Xbox Game Pass?
Ka-ching.
I know, but Danny, you're not listening. You are not listening.
I don't understand what you mean.
When you go to the title, at least on the PlayStation Network, it says it's $55 regular or $50 if you have EA Play access.
Sure.
Oh, I see. It's not actually on Play. You just get a discount if you have Play.
$5.50.
Oh, I get that.
I thought you were referring to the fact that EA Play was $5 per month, which I think is about how much it is, I believe.
Really?
I think so. I think it's pretty cheap. There's no games on there that are fun. I don't even think Fallout is on there yet.
Hey, what happened? Who's all here?
Oh man, AJ's on here now.
AJ's in. Hey, folks.
He said he was sleepy, but I guess he woke up.
I'm guessing he woke up. That's part of your safe
that or no?
Look,
I put this on
Squadron.
speaker.
I don't know if I can.
Speaker.
$27.99.
$27.99. That's the.
All right, we'll see you guys in 2021 when it's $27.99.
I'm game to do it next week because all the paychecks come in on next Thursday. I got car payments to pay.
So I have to stop everyone here. My buddy AJ, who just joined, this is the first time he's ever been in Discord, and he just learned what it even was today.
AJ, buddy.
He started streaming now.
That was the most confusing learning time, but I figured it out. It's for chatting with your buds.
It's for general buffoonery.
You went from the old diapies to the pull-ups.
Oh, AJ.
Hero to hero, I believe it was song.
I think you
I'll
do
be
this.
right back, guys.
Good job. Good job. Good
Now
job.
I stream while I do some work from home and watch The Witcher. I'm a fucking multitasker.
You are.
I swear, I can't remember how family friendly your stream is.
And on the
You were talking about black cocks earlier. Well,
Yeah.
PJ
Wagon Burner,
Right.
Wagon Burner called us best. He said that during the week we're not PG, but on the weekend we're PG.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I play
Sorry,
stuff with
yes.
kids on the weekend. It's kind of frowned upon to reference what we have already with
Yeah.
9-year-olds.
Well, we need to be a variety show.
Plays with kids, which means gets his ass kicked by 9-year-olds.
I sadly do on a fairly regular basis.
It's tough stuff, guys.
Tough stuff.
Well, I'm 1 minute away from purchasing a different game.
Oh, you're really putting an ultimatum on it.
Lar, what the hell?
I need something to play.
$27.99.
I can't really think of any other good games to buy right this moment.
Well, I want to play Jedi Fallen Order because it's a collectathon and it seems like a platinum that's attainable.
$19.99.
Now, didn't they just change the rules of platinuming? I was going to ask you, Dan.
They just
do you mean?
did for the new system, I think, though.
Oh, it's for the new system.
I didn't hear this. Tell me more.
Oh, hold on, folks.
Literally all I know.
Hold
on. Don't say it yet. I got to get a beer first.
I need to crack one. Here, PJ, I'll let you.
I'll be right back.
Take it over. Okay, go ahead. Go. Everybody's cool. Everybody's fine.
Oh no, I think my face. Hey, my face.
Hey, your face.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna.
Yeah, I think they changed the way platinum is calculated. I think.
Yeah, that's right. So let me see here. They're changing. PS5 gets new trophy. Hold on, I gotta put down my controller. Unbeknownst to you guys, I logged into Grand Theft Auto because I realized I didn't get my million for this month. You get a free million a month if you just log in. And I realized
I have not played Grand Theft Auto in so long.
You know what's funny? Just a quick aside. I have owned this game since almost launch with PS3, and I've never, ever played the story.
Really?
Ever. And
I've
so
stopped the
I
story
heard-
like 5 times. I'm like, I'm gonna get back to the story.
Yeah, no.
Start from fresh.
Same here. I've done a reset on the story many times.
I have not ever, and I've, as of recent, somebody gave me a hard time, was explaining the great things about the story, and I decided that I'm going to double down and do the story. I'm going to actually do the story of GTA.
The story was way better than the online.
I'm back.
Okay, you're back.
Welcome
So
back.
let's
Hang
read.
on, I got my Mariner Mystery Brew.
Weird.
Ooh.
Okay,
Hang on. Before you say that stuff, I want to just read this for you.
I don't even know what I'm going to say. Go ahead.
What is my dad's coming home on July 14th. My birthday is July 14th. Is that what you're gonna read?
Wait, what is that from?
No.
I forget now.
This is
Con Air.
beer from Coquitlam,
That's
British
right.
Columbia,
Yeah,
and it's called the Mariner Mystery Brew.
yeah.
And it doesn't say what it is, but this is what it says on the can.
Okay.
Just strap in.
I'm strapping in.
May contain secrets, mystery, the general feeling of wonder, love, barley, wheat, oats, hops, jackfruit, yuzu, orange, passion fruit, guava, grapefruit, tangerine, lime, lemon, pomelo, grains of paradise.
Oh my god.
It goes on. I'm only halfway.
I already don't care. I just want to put it in my face.
That sounds amazing.
I want to know more.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jeez.
dude, this is awesome. It's actually pretty good beer, but they don't tell you what it is on the can.
It sounds amazing.
That's from Mariner, right?
Well, isn't it a lot like
Look it up.
I live like 5 minutes away from Mariner Brewery. But like, I'll go there later.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool. It's like a contest. I think they have like different brewers who submit brews, and then it becomes the Mariner Mystery Brew.
Oh, okay. That's actually kind of cool.
okay? Sort of like the mat
For
shop.
my birthday. Got it for me birthday.
Dump everything into the vat.
It's the sangria of beer.
Yeah, it's the oh crap! We spilled a whole bunch of crap on the floor.
Yeah.
Beer.
Okay, I get it. Okay, I'm gonna
Okay, tell me about platinum trophies, PJ.
I'm gonna dramatically read this because I didn't read it
Tell
yet.
me about platinum trophies.
As I always do. Sony has outlined how trophies are changing as well as well ahead of the PlayStation 5. In a post PlayStation blog, everybody read along. 100 range, following an update issued
I
tonight.
thought you were gonna read it.
Shut your face. I realized why it took so long for me to get into my PlayStation is because there was an update actually today. Did you know that?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Yeah. Following an update issued tonight in the US and tomorrow in Europe, your trophy level will automatically be remapped to a new level within this new range based on the trophies you've already earned. For example, if your trophy level is 12, your new level will be somewhere in the low 200s. Here's how
Oh
it looks.
yeah, I look at mine. Mine's 231.
Hold on, I gotta look at mine
Is that
too.
good or bad? I'm not sure.
Hold on.
I don't know.
Let me pull up mine. What am I at? Trophies. 904. Oh wait, what? Hello? It's sinking. I'm sinking, folks. I'm sinking.
What are you
Reason
thinking
they're
about?
changing to platinum? Like,
There we go.
why are they doing
They're just
this?
waiting. They're just
I'm
weighting
210.
the points differently.
Yeah, I'm 210. That's where I'm at right now. What are you at?
And
dude?
so it looks like they'll probably you'll just burn through levels quicker at the beginning, and then it'll slow down. Oh, there's the breakdown there.
Oh, it's like a logarithmic curve.
What?
Oh, look at that! There's
What?
like 3 levels within each
And then
color.
Platinum 9999. So let's see. Level 12. Your new level will be somewhere. Here's how it looks on PlayStation 4. Sony's new trophy calculation means players will progress quicker through the early levels, and levels will increase more consistently. Platinum trophies will count more towards your level progression, making them even more valuable. Well, look at you. You're a trophy hunter, dude. Or you're a platinum hunter.
Just recently though.
Well, that's fair. With the new trophy levels comes a new trophy level icons for PS5, as well as the PlayStation app in a later date. Currently, the trophies icon is just a single gold star. Here are the new level icons. Okay, so that's what we've seen.
Interesting.
It kind of is.
So I have. Let's see. I
AJ,
have
your
6
screen
platinums.
looks weird.
You have 6 platinums?
Yeah.
I have 2. Oh my god, you're such a hero. You're Dan, so good. You're so good.
But I think it says this. It shows the same number of trophies still. Like, I guess that's right. But what is that points thing that you had up there? I don't understand that.
Wait, what? Oh, I'm not going
What
to bring it
in
up
the
again.
heck?
But the points thing, bronze will get you anywhere between 199, 100, 192. I don't know what any of this means. I don't know.
I think
Probably
whatever your point level was,
Yeah.
it's kind of like it says being like, okay, anywhere from this number to this number, it's all like bronze. Now there's like 3 tiers within bronze, there's 3 tiers within silver, 3 tiers within gold, and then platinum.
Right.
That's cool. That's cool.
So I guess that just means they like the achievement of earning a trophy. Like there's 10 different levels of it now
Okay.
instead of 4.
Curious here, folks. Within PC world, you PC players,
Okay.
and Xbox, are there there's achievements on Xbox? Yes.
Achievements, yeah.
You're an achievement boy. And on PC, is there kind of the same deal within games? Is there any type of incentive to complete games?
There's Steam, you get Steam points.
Oh, tell me more.
Steam has its own achievements.
Yeah.
So depending on what game you're playing, you can get different badges, and they give you different gifts and stuff like that.
Can you redeem those points? That'd be
you
amazing.
can redeem the points. Yes. Yeah, you can redeem the point. It doesn't go towards like a purchase of a new game, but it goes towards I think, additional stuff for in-game.
Like DLCs?
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
They did that on
That's
PlayStation
great.
for a little while.
What's that?
They did a thing where they said nothing before this point counts, but everything from here on, a platinum will give you like X amount of credit towards a game and stuff. But then they had companies creating games like My Name is Mayo. You literally just open a jar of mayo like 1,000 times and you get a platinum trophy. And so they had to stop
Really?
doing that.
That's amazing. It's kind of like a desert bus.
Yeah, and they had a PlayStation 4 version and a Vita version, and then they had like a disc version that had a separate trophy list.
That's brilliant. That's
Well, I know AJ is no stranger to buying games specifically to get easy achievements. I believe.
Tell us more, AJ.
AJ, I believe you are guilty of playing those Burger King games.
Tell us more.
What's wrong with the man? I like King.
What game is this? Tell us more. We got to know about easy
Oh,
achievements.
I just knocked my
Okay,
camera.
there was one time I bought a CSI game. It was like 10 cents at Walmart, and it was worth. It had the 1,000 achievement points that were available, and there were 5 cases, and each case got you 200 achievement points. And I 100%ed the fuck out of that game.
Amazing.
Okay. Don't you be talking shit about those Burger King games, because Sneak King was amazing. You could play the Burger King, the goddamn king of burgers.
The goddamn Burger King.
In like a lumber yard, and you're sneaking around trying not to be noticed by anyone, and you sneak up on some dude, and then all of a sudden you do a little fucking dance and give them a breakfast sandwich, and they're delighted. It's a pleasant ass game.
Reminds you of that Domino's game for when you're annoyed.
Yeah. Well, a while ago we were playing a whole bunch of Nintendo games, and we were playing like Spot, and we were playing like franchise style games. So yeah, I have no doubt that exists. Jesus.
That was awesome.
Man.
Now,
good points. Good job though. No, take the points where you can. That's my attitude.
It's funny.
I'm not cheating.
Those were Xbox exclusive games, AJ. Now, anytime anybody says that Xbox has got no good exclusives, Burger King game, Sneak
King.
Do they have any other releases? Who was that
Also,
manufactured by?
What a great name, Sneak King. But if you say it really fast, you're
Sneaking.
Oh,
so
brilliant!
right.
Actually,
That's some clever ass marketing.
yeah, that's a great point. As a matter of fact,
Cool.
who was that made by? Like Platinum Games or something?
A developer called Blitz Games,
Wow.
famous for iCarly, Karaoke Revolution, Biggest Loser of the Game. No way, this doesn't exist.
Sounds about right.
Bring out YouTube. Biggest loser video game.
Oh man, they had something to do. They did Fusion Frenzy. Fusion Frenzy is a wonderful Xbox exclusive.
That was a really fun Xbox game.
What was that?
Yeah. It was
Played the F out of that game with a buddy of mine.
totally, yeah. Twisted System. They had a good.
The unexpected.
Oh, what the fuck was that?
There you go. Sorry, my car exploded.
Oh, but yeah, Fusion Frenzy at the end of the disc or whatever, however you want to call it, for Halo Combat Evolved. They had a demo for Fusion Frenzy, and it was super fun game.
I don't
think
know.
they did the second one, but it was lame.
What game is this? I don't understand. What? Show it.
Fusion Frenzy.
It's
Yeah.
like it was kind of like a little bit Mario Party-ish, eh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Bring her.
Four-player party game with 45 different mini games.
Oh, that's confusing.
Very. Do we need to find a classic party game and play it stupidly?
We could.
I just purchased
How much of
the
a
game, so
how much of a damn shame is it the fact that you look at the games like Mario Party? It's like, hey, we can play with people, but to actually play Mario Party, you have to be in the same fucking house.
Well,
Nintendo is literally the worst fucking developer. They have so much potential.
Whoa.
Deep,
When it comes
deep.
to that side of it.
yeah.
But
Okay.
Nintendo never releases a game that's broken.
Agreed.
Asterisks.
Okay,
Oh, that's very
we're not here to list the things they do well.
Oh,
This is a 100% Nintendo bashing session. Don't bring up the whole, but they did this good.
yeah, but now you, now
It's
you
pretty
know.
good.
Except for Metroid, what was it on GameCube?
Oh no.
I think the GameCube. What was that? Oh, no, I was thinking about really shade system. I was thinking about the Sega Dreamcast.
Dude, I think on the Metroid game for GameCube, there was this part where like if you went or you were completely locked out of the rest of the game, like it was totally broken. They forgot to close the door or whatever. And the only way to fix it is you had to save it onto one of those little memory cards and mail it to them. And they would a save that was fixed and send it back to you.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Actually, didn't that happen with something that you were dealing with your building your PC, PJ? There was like one motherboard or card you had to, like, if you bought a certain processor, you had to, like, if it wasn't compatible with a motherboard because unless you sent it back to them so that they can flash the firmware of the processor or something like that. I seem to remember coming across.
Oh, I don't remember that. No, that wasn't with me. No. Oh shit.
Oh, it was in Metroid Other M.
No.
Who played that game? Nobody played that game.
It was just a shame. Like I bought a bunch of games for
What is this?
for the Switch. I bought like the Mario Party couldn't play with other people. I went to play like the Wheel of Fortune couldn't really play with other people. It had to be in person only. The only one that can only do online is Monopoly, and that's it.
Oh, Monopoly.
Rachel,
I mean, a
I got
fun
Rachel
game for
interested
everybody
in
is
the-
Rocket League.
Oh, it is Rocket League. You're saying,
Yeah.
John?
I was getting Rachel involved in Luigi's Haunted House 3.
Oh yeah, it's great. I love it.
So she's into that.
Oh yeah, I did see that you were online playing that. I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So she likes that.
I really
that's a
enjoyed
good
that.
co-op thing to do.
Yeah. We didn't play it co-op. I'd be very curious to play it co-op. As a matter of fact, I just played the story mode all the way through, and I loved that game. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was good.
That's the newest one for Switch.
Yeah. What game is this?
This is Fusion Frenzy.
Yeah.
It was an
That
Xbox.
brings back some feels.
And what is it for?
What year is this?
That's Xbox. OG Xbox.
You know the one that Rock liked?
Oh yeah, that's amazing. Yeah,
There
guys.
was a really good. There was a really good one called Twisted System that we played the snot out of. Yeah, that level was fun.
That was a fun game, Fusion Frenzy.
Yeah, there were some really well designed like mini games you could play, and oh man, that there was one that was basically like Snake,
Oh, Snake.
like little bikes.
Like,
I like how it's.
oh, are you talking about like Tron? Everybody had a Tron equivalent, right?
100%.
Oh, Tron.
Yeah.
It's even a Tron equivalent in GTA.
Yeah, they actually have bikes in GTA. Yeah, you're right.
The city is a battleground where you compete against your friends for the glory of victory.
Let's see the glory of victory. Let's see it.
While we're watching this, I have a question as everyone else here on the system. Who has actually tried the new Avengers game?
Oh, good question. Not me.
Nope. I haven't
I
tried
have
it.
no interest in it at all.
I have to admit, it blew by me. I don't
Zero
remember the
interest also.
launch of it.
Like, I remember being like stoked to see it, but then like right away, I remember like going into like EB and stuff like that and say, "How is it?" They're like, "Well, the story's
exists.
cool.
That's my line. It exists.
Like the story's cool, and the concept that they're going to be releasing a whole bunch of new characters for over like years, so that's always something new." And I said, "But how about the multiplayer?"
Right.
The story's good. I'm like,
Right.
and I'm
I
like,
want-
and I got so disenfranchised about that. I'm like, you were creating a game that is $1 billion industry.
It's sold that way.
Yeah.
It did, but it reminds me of
Mission accomplished.
Yeah.
well,
Quite.
yeah, I suppose. But
Maker of
I
it.
mean, that being said, Star Wars Battlefront 1 was a mission accomplished, and that game lasted, what, 3 weeks before it was in the $5 bin?
No, yeah, that game.
Yeah. Good point. It still made its money off the top, though. Pre-orders or however, it would have made its nut, right?
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that's all they care about, really.
Yep. Did I see? Speaking of that, actually started tangent. Did I see that? Cyber. Oh my god.
Cyberpunk on gold. Yeah.
Gold. What does that mean? What did it mean?
It went gold. It means they won't make any more changes before it releases.
Oh, is that all it meant?
Yeah. It means that they're
Well, actually, no. It just means that they've started printing them, right? Right, Danny?
yeah. It means that the game is done and they are producing copies basically.
Spoiler alert: copies don't exist in the year 2020.
Yeah, they do actually.
Oh yeah, they do.
People
Spoiler
say-
alert.
Yeah.
Paul.
That gameplay for Cyberpunk was amazing.
I just want to make my penis as big as possible. It's all
Well, we joked about it. We Danny and I joked about it. We want to do a stream of just games where you make characters.
yeah.
Where all we do is like, I don't know, in
Giant
Cyberpunk
penises.
we spend whatever time it takes to make the character, and then the moment the story kicks in, we're like, okay, next game, and we move on to The Witcher, and now we got to create that character, and then we move on to the next game, and all we do is
Vision.
The Division, exactly. And all you do is just go to the character creator screen.
Well, I think that's funny you bring that up because on the subject of the Avengers things, I don't want to play the Avengers game specifically because of the way the characters look.
Well, okay, small tangent.
Yeah,
They made Peter Parker different in the new Spider-Man.
that's a little different, I think.
I
That's,
want to.
well, that's super weird. But the thing I have a problem with the Avengers.
Oh yeah, they made him look completely different.
Yeah,
It's a totally different Peter Parker.
The Avengers one annoys me because I can't remember what TV show it is, and I think there's a bunch of shows that did it. But you know, like the gag where TV shows will show like the stunt doubles of the people instead, and like they're like the joke is that like the stunt double is usually the uglier version of the person or whatever.
Yep.
That's what the Avengers game to me is like. All the people are like they're all like just boring, cloney, weird off-brand.
Probably just didn't want to pay for the likenesses of those celebrities.
I get it. It's just the character design is too close. Oh, 100%. Yes.
Yeah, it's like Uncanny Valley, right?
Yeah.
But it's just amazing. Like I'm looking at on GameSpot, it has a GameSpot ranking of 7, which is good. Metacritic is 70. User average is 4.7.
Here you go, guys.
Which is funny
this is Avengers.
Because of the
People were
multiplayer.
streaming the F out of it.
I don't know, but
Here's Avengers.
Yeah.
Hold on. Here's Avengers. Here's Avengers.
Spectacular stunt, my friends, but all for naught. Turn around, please. Ah, what a pity. What a pity. So, Princess, you thought you could outwit the imperious forces? Idiots! These are not them. You've captured their stunt doubles. Search the area.
Brilliant. There you go. Sorry, that just always reminds me of that.
100%. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
They just
Many things to make it.
You're not
the
wrong.
biggest thing with a lot of people here, it says the reason why it's the biggest one is do not buy this game. It says combat is really boring. It's just a button smasher. The story is shallow and borderline pathetic. It's really clunky, really unpolished, and it's full of microtransactions.
I heard that too.
Really?
And then of course the whole debacle with locking Spidey behind the PlayStation banner.
Paywall.
Oh, that's right.
So which Spider-Man are we talking about? So no, they're bringing out the new one, which is going to Miles Morales, going to going to that character.
Miles
But I
is
saw
awesome.
that. I saw the other one they were doing. It all of a sudden looks surprisingly similar to Tom Holland.
Yeah, they're doing a remaster of the original Spider-Man and they're changing the way he looks.
Do we know why?
Tom Holland sells
Well, he kind of Tom Holland. Like the only thing I thought of was that, and I think I may have even said it to you. The only reason they would change a character so drastically is that maybe the original character design guy is a rapist.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. I saw when the game originally came out.
Is that dark? You know, maybe. Yeah, it got dark really quick. Sorry. Yeah.
When the game originally came out, I remember seeing like a picture on Reddit or whatever, and it was like it like took all 3 Spider-Mans we've had and like morphed them together, and all these pictures on top of each other kind of like made this guy's face, who is the Spider-Man in the PlayStation 5. And so it's almost like they took like an amalgamation of all their features and made this person. I'll admit he doesn't. It's not a very great looking model. He looks kind of weird. He looks like an old man, but he's young. Yeah.
What's this guy? I look like an old man and I'm young.
There was a story not that long ago. I think there was a story not that long ago out of Japan where they had built an entire game, and then the guy who was the main character voice actor was like caught with a bunch of drugs and stuff, which was a huge shame thing in Japan. And they like scrubbed him out of the game completely.
Yeah, that's
after it was complete.
I don't doubt that stuff like that happens all the time.
That's why digital is great, not film.
Well,
are they going to make any more Spider-Man movies?
Yeah, they've already.
Oh, John, they're gonna make those until we're fucking dead.
Yeah, they're going
Or-
to reboot it as
well,
much as they can.
So here's the shocking thing about this one. They've already announced that they're bringing Jamie Foxx in
Yeah.
to be Electro again.
Yeah.
It's not going to be blue.
He's not going to be blue, but they've already
Okay,
they've
that
already made
rumor.
talks about, since now they've bridged the whole concept of the multiverse in.
Mhm.
They're like, they've actually had discussions about bringing people in like Andrew Garfield and all the old ones back, because it's like, well, we don't know when we're going to have a chance of doing this again. So, and I'm like, don't.
Quite.
Well, they did announce today that Doctor Strange will be in Spider-Man 3, so there is merit to that.
In what capacity?
Well, we don't know.
He's
You
just show up.
But they said Iron Man was going to be in was it the first one or was it the second? Iron Man was in the first one, but he was only really in it for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, and he got paid $1 million per minute.
Yeah.
He was in it for 7.5 minutes, I think. Yeah.
I wonder if they actually there's been all that rumor stuff about if they follow the contract aspects of things. In the comics, Daredevil comes into the Spider-Man storyline, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Paul, you're big on that stuff. And
No.
they waited because apparently it was when Netflix canceled all their shows, Punisher, Jessica Jones, all those,
Yep.
they had a 3-year moratorium.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Well, the
I have
3-year
to admit, I didn't know
moratorium ended right when they started filming. Right around the time when we start filming Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
And so they talked about they wanted to bring Charlie Cox in to do Daredevil for ages.
Yeah. He was.
I mean, I'm a big fan of the Spider-Man from the 90s, the cartoon. And Kingpin was a big part of that series.
big time. Yeah, that I know. Yeah.
Super deep for that.
Yeah. And Kingpin is in the game, which is awesome, right?
Yeah.
So that was really cool. As a matter of fact, spoiler alert, it's the first boss you come across.
It's the training boss.
It's a training boss, and Kingpin was awesome in that. I thought that was a really cool the nod.
I just looked up something. We circle back a long time ago in the conversation. Netflix has 193 million users. So if they jack the price by $1, they're earning an extra $193 million a month.
Yeah, you know what? They I remember when Apple
bananas.
No, I remember when Apple was charging. Remember when they first did that iOS update and it was going to cost $9.99 or something?
No, I don't remember that.
No.
Yeah, that was iOS 7 or iOS. Oh my god. Yeah,
I had pieced out of there before that.
Yeah, iOS. Apple,
No.
price.
I mean, it was easy to justify when they were charging all the extra money when they're like, we're having all this new content that Netflix is putting out. But Netflix has really stopped putting out content.
Oh no. They have
they got
tons of
lots.
stuff still.
They got lots. Yeah.
The problem is it's really diverse content, and a lot of it I don't give a shit about.
Right, but someone will.
But that's the thing. But you look at all the new. But the thing is, back when they first started doing it, that was all they had the Netflix original series, and they had like all. Again, we could go back to Marvel. They had all those Marvel series, and then they're kind of, we're just going to stop doing this. I'm like,
well, that's all
why?
Disney.
Well, that's because
Yeah.
when Netflix originally started happening, all these people like Disney and stuff like that, they were like, oh, cool, Netflix is another platform for us to show our content. But then Netflix became their competitor, and then they stopped feeding that fire because Netflix is now.
Yeah, I didn't mean to derail out of your other conversation. I just saw that, thought it was interesting.
No, that's good.
It is.
We're the king. We love tangents. I'm actually looking it up right now.
Just starting up Jedi Fallen Order right now, so I'll let you know.
You bought it?
You bought it?
Yeah, I told you guys. I was waiting to see if anyone was into Squadrons, and nobody took the bait. So I
don't do well with ultimatums, Dan.
Yeah, he doesn't. It's true. He doesn't clink drinks. If you learned,
I openly said next week Squadrons.
Okay, well next.
Yeah, $27.99.
He'll be bored of Fallen Order by next
DJ will be at home, watching his $1 extra Netflix while we all play Squadrons.
That's right. I'm busy playing Animal Crossing.
No, you're not.
No, I'm
See,
not.
I'm the lucky guy. My dad doesn't realize he still pays for the Netflix.
Oh, clever
he doesn't
man.
use it.
He doesn't use it. He doesn't know how to access it on his TV anymore. My brother
Sounds like
pay-
my dad for sure.
my brother pays for Disney Plus. My dad pays for Amazon Prime. He's like, "Hey, you want the code?" I'm like, "Do I?" So all I pay for is my Crave, which comes with my TV channels. And so I'm like, "Sweet, I'm
Yeah.
freeloaded."
Dude, Crave
That's
is
nice.
super good value.
Crave is awesome, especially now that you can get the HBO stuff in there. But completely going to weird tangents, but it's kind of funny. I just realized I've watched the same clip on YouTube several times, and I just realized it's on Crave. Has anyone seen the show The Newsroom?
Yes. Yeah.
I
was
just
good.
got into that now, and
The first season is great, but we sort of lost it in the second season. Like the conversations that go on is crazy.
Well, I just because one of the students I work with sent myself and the teacher that opening scene from the first episode.
Yeah.
And he's like, "This seems kind of appropriate for nowadays." And I'm like, "I remember this show." I check out my phone. Holy shit, I get this show.
That's awesome.
Before I realized it's
Dude,
3:00 in the morning, it's like I have work in 6 hours.
I watched the heck out of Letterkenny on there.
Oh, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, Letterkenny. Yeah, I gotta
It's a
get
good
back into it. Yeah, I watched the first season. I didn't get past it, but I just didn't get back to it. I loved it.
Yeah.
Oh, and then of course it's always good for some curb too.
Yeah, Kirby.
Yeah.
Did anybody see the South Park pandemic special?
No, I heard.
Oh, I saw
Oh,
a
it was
clip from
hilarious.
I saw a clip from it that was so hilarious.
Oh, it's so funny. Cartman is hilarious.
That scene where he starts coughing on Kyle
Yeah.
and the cop at the front of the class starts shooting.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Where
Tony.
is this? What? Oh, it's season 12. Okay.
I love that
Hey,
they
that's
can
on
get
Crave,
away
isn't
with
it?
those kind of jokes.
Oh, totally.
Isn't that on Crave?
And the only reason they can get away with the odd, like, super controversial political joke is because they tell lots of poop jokes.
Yeah.
It's fair. Yeah, you're right.
You gotta get the equalizer, the poop equalizer.
Poop equalizer.
I remember teaching kids about frequency, like audio frequencies and how mics respond. And I was talking about how like mics pick up frequencies that our ears just can't handle. And that's why you have mics that can go down to like 8 or 6 frequencies, but we can't hear it. Our ears can only handle 20. Yeah. Can only handle like 20. And you go, "Oh, like the brown note from South Park." I'm like, "You're 11. You shouldn't know this."
Oh man. I need to play the game.
I hear the games are really good.
That's another game you can buy there, Dan.
Oh, I just bought a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Wait, how much was that? $39.99?
Yep.
That's not bad. You'll have a good time.
This is gonna be a platinum trophy
Can-
at some point.
Oh, sorry, Danny. Did you beat it?
Yep.
Oh, you did beat it.
Like I said, I had to kill the difficulty. It was a little tedious.
So you brought it down?
Little
combos have a really tight like time to press this button then this button, and I was just getting my ass kicked, and it wasn't like enjoyable enough for me to be like, oh yeah, I'll master this fighting thing. It was more fun to explore and have a good time that way.
Yeah, you got it.
Right.
Yeah, I'll put
And
my
I'm fine
ego
with that.
aside. Every game, I put it right down to the easy. Last of Us 3, Last of Us 2, I have no problem telling you right away. I had all the settings at
Whoa,
its lowest.
PJ, what?
Really?
Before you even play it, you just tank it?
I tanked it, bro. I brought it down.
He just like talking about the video games he played. He doesn't actually like the process of playing them.
No, I enjoy the story. I enjoy playing through
Then
the
why
story.
don't you just save your money and watch somebody play through it on YouTube?
That's what
I
I did for Death Stranding. I was intrigued
Jeez.
about it, but I'm like, I don't have the time to play this game.
Death Stranding is definitely on my radar. I want to play that.
But the problem about that playing Death Stranding now, because it's been all the cheap ones now because it's been on the sales, but because it's such an online game that people can develop the server as you play it. It's like because it's been out for so long now the game is just so easy.
Oh man, Ricky Sanchez says it's boring.
It's a walking simulator, but the storyline looks great.
Is it really? I have no idea what it is. I seem to remember some memes on the old Death Stranding? Something to do with his bike, I guess. I have no idea.
Thanks for the follow, Ricky Sanchez. Thanks for the
Welcome
follow.
to the stream.
Welcome. We're remember to hit up our Discord. No, don't. You can't remember something.
He just followed. You don't have to hit him up for all the rest of it yet.
No,
you just ease into it.
You buy him a freaking wedding ring while you're at it.
You might as well buy him dinner first before. Anyway,
I'm just informing everybody. Hey, we got shit on the go here. Stuff is happening.
We're doing stuff.
but that's the thing about like when I look at like the Avengers game, look at the cast that they have in them. They have Nolan North and Troy Baker in that game.
Well, that's shocking. It's not like they've been in any other games ever.
Well, I know, but it's more the fact of
Nolan North. Is he not a porn star?
Troy Baker? Isn't Troy Baker the
Isn't he R2D2?
He's mini me.
Troy Baker? No, that's
Wait, what?
that's
He's the guy in R2D2, right?
Vern Troy.
Isn't he dead?
Wait, Troy. Oh yeah, Troy Baker.
Troy Baker is Joel on The Last of Us.
This is spoiler alert, not mini me.
I guess Baker's a common last
Every
name.
game.
well, I know, no, but I know he's in
Sorry.
every game. But it's more the fact of being a. You look at like, the game, a lot of the games that though like they've been in recently. You have the Uncharted games they've both been in, and they've been huge hits. Last of Us they've both been in.
They're
Death Stranding
Sony
was-
darlings.
Yeah, but then you have the Avengers, which are fucking bomb,
Yeah.
right?
It doesn't look fun to play. The Avengers game I remember the gameplay, whatever of it, and I'm just like, whatever. Who cares?
I'm sorry, I missed it. For what part? For who?
The Avengers game. Back on.
It looks like any other Square Enix game, as a matter of which I love.
I just played Infamous Second Son to the platinum. Troy Baker's in that bad boy too.
Mini-Me's in that?
Mini-Me, yeah.
Cool.
Who's I thinking of? Oh, it's Kenny Baker.
Who's Kenny Baker?
Kenny
Kenny
Baker is the
Baker's
guy
on
who's in R2D2.
Yeah.
We are.
Kenny. So I get Kenny Baker, but you're like the fact you got Vern Troyer.
Yeah.
Troyer.
Hey, no, wait a minute. Let's be clear here.
We were talking about two little people.
That's not, both Danny and I
You're
were
not that
not
far off.
Troyer, Troy Baker. Like, we're not wrong. It's pretty darn close.
It's so
It's
strenuous,
passable.
dude.
It deserves.
Excuse me. Peter North is the porn star.
Oh, Peter North.
Well,
Yep,
that
you're
we
right.
know.
Yep.
He.
Oh, he's from Halifax.
Oh, and
Yes,
and
he's
by
Canadian,
the way,
by the way. Canadian.
by the way,
Yeah.
Vern Troyer, R.I.P. Dead.
Yeah, passed away.
Yeah, he did. You're right.
Way to
He,
think of dead, PJ.
Respect.
He was a raging alcoholic, I think. He was having a really hard time.
Peter North.
Oh, Vern Troyer.
Vern Troyer.
Turns out being super small sucks dick.
Yeah. Well, hold on. What's his face from? Oh my goodness, from Different Strokes. He had the same deal, right?
Oh, Gary Cooper or whatever?
Gary Coleman.
Gary Coleman.
Yeah, Gary
Cooper.
Gary Cooper.
Gary Cooper.
Gary Cooper.
Gary Cooper.
I have to admit, when you type in Vern Troyer into IMDb, the movie he's attached to, the first one is The Love Guru.
Oh, man.
Really?
Out of all the movies he's been in, The Love Guru is what he's
Known
attached to.
for
I think most
known
people
for the Love Guru.
Bubble Boy. And then Austin Powers.
Wow.
Man, I forgot about Bubble Boy. That existed, huh? That's with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Was that one of the first ones he really did? That was
I guess.
Big?
So. Yeah. Jake the Snake.
Jake the Snake Roberts?
No, Jake the Snake Gyllenhaal.
Oh yeah, Joe. What?
PJ, are you just jumping in and out of the
I am.
conversation?
I have been looking for the past 20 minutes. I'm still trying to find the information on what iOS Apple charged us for.
That's what happens when those tangents move so fast, man.
They do. I can't keep up. It's going to bug me till the end of time until I find out this answer. And if
I've been an iPhone user for a very long time, and
Yep.
I don't think you're.
I'm 100% right. They charge.
Maybe you're talking about the
Don't think
Mac.
of you too. What? Sorry. What?
Oh no! Do we
Maybe
know?
not Mac
Software.
OS.
Maybe it's a Mac OS.
No. It was iPhone. They charged you for the iOS upgrade, and there was a massive backlash on it, and they never did it since. There was one.
I never remember paying for an iOS.
Well, everybody did. Spoiler alert. And it was probably before you owned an iPhone, you goddamn baby.
I remember when they came out.
Exactly. I know it existed. I didn't dream it. I know it existed where you paid $9.99 for the iOS.
Reddit. Anybody remember paid iOS updates?
Yeah.
Dude,
I
found that when you said that.
I iPhone since the beginning. I don't remember paying for an iOS.
iOS 2, PJ.
Was it iOS 2?
I find it interesting that you're unable to fucking Google.
I Googled many different things. and in full disclosure, I didn't think of going to Reddit. I should have just went to Reddit.
I Googled it, dude. The Google was first.
What did you type in?
In 2 seconds.
What was your Boolean?
Okay. So you are not wrong, PJ, but you are wrong. iOS 2 cost $9.95 for iPod Touch users, but it was free for iPhone users.
There you go.
Really?
Thank you, Wikipedia.
Well, so I wasn't wrong. iOS 2. Nonetheless, there was a charge point that occurred, and Apple got a $10 from iPod Touches were massive at that time. So it would have been 50-50. People would have owned the phone and they would have owned the touch.
Yeah. I wonder
Can
what
you imagine right now if they charged for an iOS update?
Oh,
They kind of do. It's called they installed a new update. It fucks with your battery.
Yeah.
It's funny.
It's a long come on.
Yeah, it is.
It's really funny. It's really funny the value that people put on these things. Like you're talking about an update that brings a lot of features that hundreds, if not thousands, of people have worked on. Right?
Good. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But
come on, we're making revenue in every other app.
That's what I.
No, but value is value, right? And I happen to work for a company where that question comes up all the time. With how long does a company have to continue to have firmware updates so that it works with new computers?
Yeah,
what's the date? And like if someone was like, "Oh, we have an updated firmware for your 20-year-old piece of gear, but it's $5," people would shit their fucking pants.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's funny how we value things, right? It's a really interesting
for the $5 coffee, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. You know what? And on the other side of the spectrum, I think about if somebody were to release a video game right now only on Nintendo cartridge, imagine what would happen.
Yeah.
Like,
I just heard about a game yesterday that is being released. It's being released on PS4 and Xbox and stuff, but it's also being released on Sega Genesis and Neo Geo.
Nice.
You're making that up.
Really?
No, I'm not.
Challenge.
I don't understand.
It's easy. You'd be able to do it. I think you could port it and just throw it on a cartridge and just pay for it to be put into the Genesis cartridge. Like that's got to exist.
I mean, it's no different than like bands coming out with cassette.
Agreed. Yes, or records right now.
Actually, kind of a sick idea. Like if you could like put your band's album out on like an NES, that's a sick idea.
Oh, wow!
Write this down.
Where what?
Like if you like your band did an album, and then you converted it all to 8-bit
to chiptune,
released it on a NES cartridge.
Holy shit!
That'd be epic.
Write it fucking down. How do you do that?
First of all, I'm in talks. There's a band that I manage, and I've actually been discussing chip tuning a few of their tunes. They're a prog metal band.
Yeah.
And I've considered chip tuning it specifically for like Shovel Knight style music. And that is interesting.
You could probably do it pretty easily.
Where you'd actually have the emulate where the game itself is like press play and listen to the album through that system.
I bet you the tech exists to like put it on an SD card and put it inside a cartridge, and then basically you would just have someone program a game and put it on an emulator.
Yep.
I just saw a band
Everybody
release.
shut up about this idea. I'm doing it.
I just saw a band release a release of an old album on a regular cassette tape.
Oh yeah,
And which is cool, but
Very
it's
popular now.
like it's easy to find a vinyl player, an LP player, but to find a cassette player,
oh, let's be
That
clear.
would be hard to find a cassette player.
Nobody. Let's be very clear. Nobody is going home and putting a cassette in a cassette player and listening to it. It's more for the nostalgia. Like, look at what I've got. Cool. It goes on a shelf, and then you're listening to it through iTunes.
Yeah, I agree.
Got to be the case.
I am a very big fan of when bands do that, and then when like you buy the cassette and you get like a download code for it. I think that's the best business model any band could take.
Yeah.
A friend of mine, I was just at my mom's house going over some old stuff, and I had a few albums from friends of mine that did that. But cassette's just funny. I like it.
I mean, I've bought that's a great word. I've purchased vinyls of one of the bands I'm a big fan of. I bought all of them because I just like vinyl.
Yeah.
But I was like, here's a download code. I'm like, I have all your music on iTunes already, but cool, more. But I don't know. It's weird though, because it's like I never thought I'd open one up and play it, but all I know is when I hooked up my parents' LP player, I'm not going to deny it. I played Lateralis on their record player, and it was great. Watching studio going, this isn't bad. I'm like, you like metal apparently.
I think you're.
This is great.
Dare I say a minority? This segues into a major conversation that I have with a friend of mine who's a major vinyl guy. Is that I think the enjoyment of appreciating music is disappeared now. And there was a time where cigar, cognac, couch, vinyl. I'm going to listen to this new Chick Corea album. Oh my goodness, front to back. It's going to be amazing. I enjoyed it. Let me write my blog tomorrow. And now, I'm very okay with a really shitty MP3 while I'm driving on Highway 1 to go see some bullshit dealer in Abbotsford,
Oh,
What's happened with audio?
you son of a bitch.
I think that's a stupid argument.
Tell me more.
So, okay, all right. You could argue all day long that vinyl is the superior way to listen to music.
No, I'm not saying that in the slightest bit.
Sure, whatever.
You don't mind listening to the scratches.
Agreed.
You could argue all day long about that. However, the nostalgic looking back and listening to your mom's albums and stuff like that, and how music, the quality of the way you listen to music has gone down. It's totally a farce.
Tell me more.
Mom didn't have the high end fucking Marantz vinyl LP player she didn't necessarily have the fucking balls to the wall speaker system in their house. They had just cheap shit.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
99% of consumers had low quality sound systems.
Yep.
So to say that audio quality is diminished, sure, in some ways, when you look at the dynamic range of CDs.
No, let me clarify something. So let me clarify something. What I mean is that our not our taste, but our necessity for quality, I believe, is music is utility right now.
That's the thing. If you're looking at the like physical quality of the medium, no, not at all.
Sure.
We have the quality of power amplification and speakers and all that stuff has all improved. That little Bose speaker that I have that's this big,
yes,
99 times better than almost every LP player that was in a house in the 60s.
Agreed.
So, like I said, MP3s, there are some limitations as far as the dynamic range and as well as the what's the word? Like the frequency range.
Range,
But,
yeah.
Yes, that's different, but everything else is like 10 million times better.
Well said. I'll agree with that. Yeah.
I think your argument of the whole we rather prefer the that whole necessity become utility I would say that could have been a potentiality a bit ago, but I think now that the world of Spotify has become so prominent, right? That so much music is on Spotify. It's readily available. Like, I'm not sure about Apple Music, but I know, like, for Spotify, for example, it's not super expensive. But the fact that now that I'm a student, I'm paying $5 a month for it versus 10, and you can download a whole bunch of stuff and it's there. And cell phone plans are now unlimited data, so you don't have to worry about, am I, I can only download so much because I'm going to run out of data. Right? It can just let it go. The availability of good quality audio is still so high that it's become a world now where, I remember when Spotify came out and Apple Music came out, they were way more prominent. The world of satellite music, satellite radio died. The world of audio, the world of radio itself died, because it's like you don't have to hear, because, like, ironically, like, I don't want to listen to the same 5 songs every hour by going here and then going to this channel and going to this channel. Of course, you listen to it on Spotify, you listen to the same 5 songs anyways. That's what you want, though. But
yeah, I think
I still get Sirius XM, and I like Sirius XM. I mean, I like their format. They got a lot of a variety of different music streams.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I had Sirius for a long time in my car, and I loved it. It was great because I'd hear a song going, "Oh, I really like this song," and then I'd go when I'd Shazam it, or it's in my list, and then I go home and I put it on
Shazam,
a playlist.
by the way, I still do. Yeah, I guess we're all dancing around the same thing, but I want to drive home my point is that nobody is sitting listening to an album front to back.
It's a fucking farce. That's not true.
Are you serious?
It's all songs.
Well,
it's all based on one single song.
Are we talking about listening to an album, like actually sitting down listening to an album?
Yeah.
Or because I don't listen to my vinyl albums because I don't want to get up every 10, 15 minutes to flip the record because it only has 3 songs on the side because the quality is so high. But I have listened with my headphones and listened to albums straight through on Spotify, on Apple Music.
And are you just to be clear? Are you grabbing a beer and sitting in a couch with, like, Memorex style, like 2 speakers in front of you, sitting and listening to an album with the lights dimmed?
I have my headphones on because I live in an apartment.
Huh? Danny, are you doing that too?
Yeah.
Jesus, I can't think of the last time I did that.
It depends on what it is. If it's just like I'm gonna work on homework or just do random shit in the house, no, it's just in the background.
That's utility,
But
exactly.
But that being said, as an example, when going back to Tool, when Tool released Fear Inoculum, as well as the rest of their discography on Spotify, right? Well, I knew it was coming out on this day. I basically, as soon as I got home from work, I sat down and I listened to every album straight through to amp myself up for Fear Inoculum, and it was an event for me.
Yeah, that's cool.
Not just because it's the first album in 14 years, but more.
I'm gonna suck this
I
in.
think you're the anomaly, though.
Right?
I'm also a nerd, but that's neither here nor there.
But I'm a Tool fan, and I listen to that album too. But I think that you are the anomaly. I don't think that you guys are the norm, where people are just sitting in their chair in their living room listening.
Right. What do we think the numbers are on?
Paint with broad strokes here.
No, but it's important that we note that, because there's lots of bands that want to release 12-track albums, and we're living in a world right now where singles, like, you do one single every 2 months and you're going to be just as famous as somebody who releases 12 tracks right now.
Yeah, we've talked about this before, where I remember going to A&B Sound and buying an album that had a great song on it, and the rest of the songs were fucking horrible.
Of course.
Let's
be clear, guys. The 4 of us, well, how many are in this chat? The 5 of us here in this chat are not the demographic of people purchasing music or influencing the music industry right now. And so anybody on TikTok, anybody who is influencing now with Facebook Reels, with modern marketing, you literally can make the most famous song in the world with 8 bars, 20 seconds of a song is enough to make that song go fucking platinum, right? You do not need to sit in front of, I don't need to pick up, as I said, it could be Tool, it could be anything. I don't need to sit and really enjoy it anymore. That I don't know where I'm going with it, but it's really
get things from different
Does
things.
that mean all the CD shops are going to just dry up and it's all going to be, you're never going to own anything?
yes.
You're
To
just
all.
already.
You're just going to subscribe to a service and get your music that way.
Let's be clear here.
Never buy anything.
John, you're not wrong on that. That we're already seeing it with PlayStation 5 coming out, that you have the option of digital or disc. They're now giving you the option, and I'd be very curious to know after launch date what the percentage was of people that don't give a shit about physical copy anymore. What world?
I read an interesting thing about, or I heard an interesting argument about that yesterday, because the apparently the number of disc consoles that Sony's making is way higher than the discless version. It's like 80-20 or something like that.
Whoa, yeah.
Have you ever noticed that if you say discless a certain way, it sounds like dickless?
It does.
Dickless, yeah.
I honestly thought, good thing Paul didn't say it. He'd say dickless. We'd have another cutout to do there, but
I reacted to it though. Keep going. Yeah.
And then people are anticipating that, like, as the generation moves along, Sony will just quietly start changing that, and then the inevitable revision will only be digital.
Yep, I foresee that.
my brother and I were talking about which PS5 we're going to buy where we can actually afford a PS5. Mm-hmm. And even him, I said the same thing. What's the point of getting a disked copy of it? Because with the disked copy, if the disc gets damaged, if it gets scratched, you're SOL.
Well,
right?
But you can resell it.
Oh, but
no. Hold up.
Never.
You buy the $2 charge at the EB Games, and you're set for life, guys. You're set for life.
It's a whole other culture, guys. It's a culture of people that want physical copy. That's very clear. And I always believed that I was a person that I could care less about physical copy. I'm okay with all of it until ... back in the day when I only got physical copies of games, and then I gave away those games, and I busted out my PS3 over here, and I was like, oh, I don't have any games now because I gave them away.
I will give you that. That is true.
So I needed the digital. I need them to stay in the device. I want them in the device at all times so that I can play them whenever I need them.
I will admit, it's one of those things. I remember having my old PS3, and I'm one of those guys who used to buy the NHL games every year. And I remember I went through an old box when I was moving my old shed at my house, and I found it, and it had PS2, then PS3, then the first editions of PS4. There were all the NHL games. And I looked at that, and my first thought process was, man, that brings me back to my birthday and Christmas time when they come out. And then I look at it and go, like, that's a lot of money of games just sitting there. But it really depends on the games that you play. Because if you do a lot of sport games, the minute that next year comes out, that game is worth nothing.
Yeah, I think you're right in that case. With sports games, correct me if I'm wrong in this, but is anybody going back going, oh my God, I wish I could play 15. I wish I could play NBA 15 is the way to go.
No,
nobody is. Everybody's like this. But I would argue that we can all probably tell each other what is the best Mario Party. We could go back and go, I want to play Mario Party 7. I don't want to play Mario Party. I want to play Mario Party 3.
Sports games is the best example for
why it does prove a point though that there are games that progress like an iOS. Basically, sports games are just iOS updates, right?
Yeah. I mean, I am shocked that the sports game world has not moved to like a ubiquitous platform where you pay like an annual, $40 or whatever and get the new rosters and the new updates and whatever.
Agreed. 2019 and 2020 of NBA, you should literally just pay $10 to get the iOS update, quote unquote, or just get the update, or as you said, subscription based, and now you get every NBA game till the end of time. Oh my goodness! Oh, your landing gear is down. Oh my goodness.
It's funny how his microphone sounded really good.
Yeah.
And then it just lost it.
No, dude, it's like this. I have this like this adapter that charges my phone and has a headphone port in it.
Oh.
And if I unplug it, it just goes bananas.
That was banana. That was the definition.
That's crazy.
But I'm curious to know what you were saying though. Go ahead. What were you saying?
I finished saying my thing.
Yeah, I know Destiny is going to a model where they don't come out with a new game all the time. They're just constantly expanding the game.
Oh,
and that's a model that a lot of manufacturers or developers are sort of going towards.
Why can't we just take the GTA approach? Release one game, you pay $80, and then don't put another dollar into it for a decade.
I think it's difficult because when you release a game, there's a ton of marketing that goes into it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a really easy way to reinvigorate marketing is to have a hot new thing, right?
I like that sound.
Oh, yeah, I heard that sound too. Sorry.
Oh,
you didn't hear it. What was it?
It was a piss clock. I heard a piss clock.
Well, I mean, I have to admit, like, once I started paying for my own video games, I started realizing be a bit more up to it. So, like, I would look at, like, for example, like sport games. Like, okay, well, is it just a roster update, or it's an actual, like, a big gameplay change? If it's a big gameplay change, then it's a different story. But
I can't imagine it being that big. Yeah.
I did a search for the best-selling PS4 games as an example, right? Would it surprise you that the first
can I guess? Can I guess?
Well, the first sport game, first off.
Yeah, I want to guess.
Oh, you're going to guess.
Okay.
Go for it.
MLB The Show.
No, actually.
Oh,
so close, but probably not.
FIFA 18.
Oh, of course. Okay, I'm thinking North America.
But
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's funny because obviously the top selling game is, what do you think the top selling game is?
Top selling game on GTA
PS4.
5.
Yeah, 20 million as of currently, and it's one of the oldest games that's on the shelf. But yeah,
More trivia. Give me more trivia.
Oh my goodness, he's having too much fun.
Second top selling game.
Okay, hang on. Second top selling game on which system? PS5, PS4,
PS4.
Who I want to say, Minecraft.
Googling it.
No.
Minecraft.
No cheating.
I'm not googling it.
Okay, I'll give you a hint.
PJ couldn't Google it if he tried.
First party? Is it first party?
It is exclusive.
That's a shot across the bow. I'm a girl.
The Last of Us Part 2.
I use Siri.
Oh,
How about this? Wait, what question are we asking?
What was the second top selling PS4 game of all time?
Hey Siri, what is the second top selling PS4 game of all time?
Ratchet and Clank.
No.
It's got to be, maybe it's like the show or something.
Nope.
Call of Duty.
Uncharted 4.
Okay.
Uncharted 4 has sold 16 million copies. It goes Grand Theft Auto 5, Uncharted 4, Red Dead 2, Spider-Man, God of War, The Witcher, Last of Us Remastered was number 7 at 10 million. It was tied with Horizon Zero Dawn.
Great game.
Last of Us Part 2 only sold 4 million.
So far.
That's probably because of all that gay shit, huh?
It's run its course. Yikes! It's run its course. That's brutal. Flip that. Terrible.
So the interesting thing about this is, the hard part about it was because Last of Us Part 1 came out in 2014.
Danny's right.
I heard what you said. I just chose to move right through it.
The worst. Okay, let's not spotlight that. Keep moving, folks. Keep moving.
But I felt like Last of Us Part 1 was in 2014. They've been pimping that game out for years, but the thing is that people moved on. right?
I have a
And
question.
Yeah.
When was this
Yeah.
list?
Yeah,
list,
because it's still going. I mean, that game just came out like in April, right? So
Yeah, but I feel like
Yeah,
a
I was
month
just
it's
gonna-
run its
I was going to
course.
say The Last of Us Part 2 sold 4 million units in its first weekend.
yeah.
Yeah.
Although,
Well,
are all these all pussy numbers compared to Animal Crossing? Isn't Animal Crossing like
right, of course, 20 million.
Great call. Yeah.
the rookie numbers? You're gonna bring those up?
Yeah, there's a Tom Nook numbers there. I'm just looking back. Ricky Sanchez wrote at 9:15 that this was so boring.
I believe he was referring to Death Stranding.
Yeah, he
I
was
thought-
referring to
yeah.
Death Stranding.
Oh, was
You
he?
gotta be on top of that chat, my friend.
Sorry, I just kind of noticed that.
but it is
Stream was so boring.
Yeah, everybody was probably boring at that time.
Yeah.
but it is interesting because you look as of July 20 August 8th as an example,
Mhm.
right? And it's interesting because just for the PS4 top selling games of just July, Grand Theft Auto was still top 3.
Oh, it's always in the
people are
NPO
still
and-
buying that?
What is it called?
Do they include microtransactions in there? Is that why it's so high?
Good call. Good call.
GTA added a DLC. What the hell was that? It was a heist. It was casino heist, I think.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Add on. Let me see. And I never purchased it, but let me Grand Theft Auto. Boom. Cash card.
What's the rating thing that comes out with the list of best-selling games?
Guinness Book of World Records.
MPA or something like that.
IMDb.
Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Pornhub.
Anyway, GTA is always in the top 5. Always. Every single month.
Huh.
I still don't even really know what you buy. Is it just your people buying like cars and stuff?
No, you get money. So you get you get your shark cards, of course.
I think
but
I
let
think
me
it's
see
people
here.
buying the game. I don't think it has to do with the microtransaction.
Why are people buying the
Can't
game?
be just the game. It's only like 20
It's
bucks.
on sale all the time.
Oh, you're right on that. Yeah, you're right. It does.
Well, it's always on sale. And the big thing about it as well is you buy the game, right? But again, the game itself, the storyline is great, but because they're constantly revamping the multiplayer, right? It's a whole new thing.
I remember when they said that they were going to come out with single player DLC and they just swept that out of the rug.
Single
I
player
mean, why would they?
for what? Sorry?
Financially, it doesn't make any sense.
It makes
Single
perfect sense. People buy DLC for story content.
Oh,
I know, but the multiplayer is generating them so much money that like there's just no way it would be anywhere close to the return on investment that the multiplayer is generating.
I guess. Sure.
multiplayer means friends.
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 I find that game was like the opposite of multiplayer. Sort of like Fallout 76. It's like you're just trying to do your own thing and try not to get fucked over by the people playing with you. They're not actually your
Yeah.
Okay, so GTA. Sorry, I'm always behind the eight ball here. GTA is $36.99 on PlayStation right now. $38.99 for you get the criminal enterprise and $10 million.
Oh,
And
so it's actually like content locked behind paywalls?
the original does it only
Yep.
gave you I think it only gave you like $1 million. It gave you nothing. And then when everybody found exploits, the entire infrastructure of GTA got destroyed.
Yeah, the economy got ruined, yeah.
The economy got absolutely destroyed. And very frustrating. So now they've given you $10 million when you get this pack bundle for $38.99, which is $2 more than the standard edition. Why wouldn't you do that? And then there's another one where you get for $120, you get $8 million in game.
120 real dollars.
Yes, 120 real dollars. You get
120 real dollars.
yes, criminal enterprise starter pack. You get a fleet of vehicles, powerful weapons, and $1 million bonus cash. So you're getting 11 million, 20 million, about $20 million. You're getting for $120.
I bought that pack myself, but not for $120. When it was on sale,
Yeah.
The
It's on sale on Steam for $89.57.
Right.
Yeah, when I bought it the game itself was like $10. The Criminal Enterprise pack was like $15, and the big monolith was like $25. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
I got it for $80 back in the day, and I've put $0 into it since. $0.
I said you don't need to put money into it, but I think the people who are buying the Criminal Enterprise pack or the big set now are those who are getting to the game now, and it's like I'm not going to survive in the online world when everyone around me, right? It's kind of like how there's no point in me playing Division now because everyone is so far ahead. I'm going to be like,
yeah,
I'm just going to die.
Yeah, but you want to play the story, so case in point with GTA, it's still heavily populated with like the world is still playing GTA. So if you're playing it, it's still a modern game. You're not left behind at all. There's servers open, there's heists happening, there's updates happening all the time, there's incentivized monthly. Like I said, if you log in every month, you get $1 million. There's incentivizing stuff that's happening within GTA, within Rockstar economy, let's say that, to keep you playing this game forever.
Well, that's what I was saying is because people are buying those sets so that they are at least joining into the game at a level playing field.
Yeah.
Right? But they can keep on going. Whereas other games where you don't have that opportunity and you're like, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
Has Red Dead Online taken off like GTA?
38.
I don't know. I know Red Dead really kind of it started off strong, and then once people start realizing how bugged the game is,
it was pretty brutal. The online was brutal. There's little things. I thought it was frustrating. Like you play the whole campaign and you got a really fast horse by the end, and then you get this fucking donkey when you log into online.
Right.
Trudgy. It was pretty deflating. It was not a good experience.
A donkey.
You're like, and then some fucking guy just because those games have auto aim, right? So like you're just like donkeying around, and all of a sudden this guy just blows your fucking head off from out of nowhere on like some sort of super speed horse.
Is that a verb? Donkeying around.
Donkeying around. It's not unlike GTA though.
Yeah, that's why GTA Online's not that fun.
Well, it isn't fun if you're starting
only
now.
fun if you're really into it.
That's
for
right.
a long time.
I've been playing it forever, and I really feel like the weaponry I have, I feel like the cars I've got is compatible with people that are playing now and people that are starting to play.
GTA on the multiplayer world is great if you have your group of friends who all play it.
Yeah.
Because then you can just do a bunch of shit together.
Yeah.
Right? But when you're doing the online world, you're like, okay, I'm just going to basically drive around in my car for a while. Okay, I spent half an hour. I'm good. I'm done.
That's kind of what I do. I have my armored Kuruma, and I just drive around and screw up everybody's missions. and at anytime somebody's like, I'll just run people over. I'm the Woody Woodpecker. I call.
So
myself.
what you're saying is you're a jackass.
Oh, most definitely, I'm a jackass. But I have my fun. I do my clips. I'm a big fan of clips, so I'll find little funny clips of people trying to kill me with rockets and me eluding them, and then I feel like I'm cool boy and do my clips and quickly leave before anybody gets an idea of who I am, and then hunts me down and has me swatted.
That sounds fun. That sounds like a good time.
It really isn't.
About the Star Citizen.
Oh, Star Citizen, dude!
Like, when is that game ever going to get released, or will it?
Didn't it hit budget? Didn't it like get fully funded yet? Jeez,
I don't think so. I'm fascinated about the amount of money that fanatics pour into this game to keep it going.
Is that the game where it had a massive battle and everybody lost all their money?
Oh, isn't that Evo Online or whatever?
Was that Evo? I thought it was Star Citizen.
But the guy had like
Eve Online,
like thousands of dollars.
Online, yeah.
Where it was like $1 million real money was lost in this epic fight that happened.
Star Citizen has earned $300 million as of June 2020.
Here's the funny thing.
Check out World of Warcraft. It'll trounce that.
Really?
Well, but yeah.
Is that game still a thing? Do people still like it?
Hey guys,
Yeah.
There's a release date for Star Citizen. December 11th, 2015.
No,
It says
Well, mark that on your calendars, everyone.
it says at Google. It says Google. I googled it.
Oh,
Google says so.
It's done. It's going to be out on December 11th, 2015. 15.
well, I'm looking forward to that date. I think that's the date that we were promised hoverboards and lace-up shoes. So that is actually true.
Oh yeah, but yeah, man.
Still waiting for that one.
but the shocking thing is they earned $300 million in crowdsourcing plus $460 million in private funding.
Wow. Who's PP?
Why do you need that much money for a game
Well,
that has
wait a minute, because it's funny because when I heard that number, I instantly thought that's actually not a lot when you compare to like the infrastructure.
That's a ton, put you, Jay.
Is it?
Destiny cost that much. Destiny was $500 million.
Exactly. Yeah, you got it. That makes sense.
Yep.
So
Maybe.
I mean,
Actually, GTA.
It's a big multiplayer world, I guess. So, but
but
again, like single player games are like even the most expensive single player games are 150 million.
sure, but I think about the fact that if you've got a major corporation spending 300 million, that's because they can afford to do that. For a small company to spend 300 million, it's because they needed every dollar to do it.
And remember, it's just like with the movies, where typically for every dollar you spend on developing the game, it's $1 spent marketing the game.
Ah,
So
great point. Yeah, right. Yeah,
you double the production budget.
yeah. Just like for every recording hour, you add an extra hour of mix time.
That's not
And
true.
an hour of drinking.
That's not true.
That math actually does work out. Well, heads up.
No,
It's
nobody
just
made that rule. Nobody made that rule. I'm challenging that.
Well,
Hey,
because you're
If
mixing.
you're making that
Like,
loss,
like,
you're going to be fatigued.
It's getting close. It's getting very close. But I don't have
What do we
to. I don't actually have to go into work tomorrow. I can work from
Nice.
home tomorrow. So
I don't know what it is about you Eastern time zone people, but I had this company that was trying to get me to pay an invoice, and they kept calling me at 6:30 in the morning while I'm still in bed because they're like, "Oh, it's 9:30 here. He can pay his invoice now."
Yeah, here's the funny thing. All my family's in Ontario, so I usually wake up. I've had to set the do not disturb on my phone so that I don't. Spoiler alert: if anybody wants to send me any messages, I don't get them until 7:30 in the morning here, because my family would just start texting when they woke up at 8 o'clock in the morning, which means 5 o'clock in the morning here. I would just get all these messages, and
So
also
finally, this lady called me back this morning at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
and I was out of bed.
Oh.
And I just said to her, I'm like, "You realize I'm in Pacific time, right?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. We didn't know that."
you call the 604 number.
Yeah. Meanwhile, they have
Oh, area codes.
Yeah, what the hell? Okay.
It's like all my gaming friends are from back east in Florida. So when they
that was my rant for the day.
It's good.
they
rant.
they
It's good
call
rant.
they call
That
me
coast.
like 7 a.m. their time. It's 4 a.m. my time. I'm like, why? What if you want a game? It's 4 a.m.
Well, let's be clear. That's usually the best times to game. Is that time in the morning?
4 a.m.
Serving really open by then.
Oh, maybe.
But when but I asked the kid, what game do you want to play? You want to play Minecraft? There's no issue with server lag.
BRB.
You get a pee. He's gonna pee.
No.
Yeah.
I gotta get stuff in my body that makes me pee.
You're gonna drink your own.
You should play Fall Guys with me.
That'd be a PlayStation thing.
That would be a PlayStation thing.
I
Yeah,
still
but-
need to look at one.
PlayStation next
Actually, AJ was in the stream. AJ, who was in the stream earlier, is the guy that graciously offered to let me borrow it.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were going to do that.
Well, life got in the way, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're busy people, jackasses.
Very busy.
I need water. I'll
When
be
the
right back.
PlayStation 5 comes out, I bet you could scoop a PS4 for super cheap.
Oh yeah, probably.
Dude, I would never do that. Never do that.
Why?
Why would I buy the PS4 when I could buy the PS5?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean,
Although will Fall Guys be backwards compatible? Probably not, huh?
oh, probably. Most PS4 games are going to be backwards
I
compatible.
believe they said most are going to be, yeah.
I thought they said they weren't. I thought
But
that
they
was
did say that it was going to be a bit different. It was going to be, it was that not all the game. There were games that were So they said that a lot of the games are going to be on like a downloadable list, and you had to like if you had digital versions of it, you'd have to pay someone to get access to it because the coding would be different.
Oh, fair enough.
I think they've got like a 99 or 95%.
Yeah, I think it's
compatible list.
99% of PS4 games are going to be workable on PS5.
Specifically PS4.
If you own them, you won't have to buy them again.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool. That's fun. Sweet.
And that'll be like all first parties, everything in the last 5 years, I would think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And there's going to be the PlayStation Plus collection is going to be. Yeah, it says access to PlayStation Plus collection will be available to the existing PS Plus subscribers, seemingly at no extra cost, and will offer dozens.
I own all those games already.
I know, same.
It's for guys like me who are.
I know that's a great value for you.
I got so pissed because I remember when Detroit Become Human came out. I was like, "This is such a cool hit game. I'm gonna buy." I bought it right when it came out, and I loved the game. It was a really interesting game. And then, like maybe 4 months later, it was like $25 on the PlayStation Store. I'm like, oh,
yeah, but you should put some value in the fact that you got to be in the conversation right away and all.
It was,
the
innovation of that type of game was huge.
Lame.
Yeah,
lame.
I hate
it's right in Paul's $27.99 price point.
I hate buying.
I actually own it, but I haven't played it yet. I'm going to play it.
I heard $27.99. I heard it. What?
We were talking about games that were really popular when they came out and then just dropped. And I was saying that I bought Detroit right when it came out.
Oh, I love that game. Yep,
great game. And then like I remember because I think you and I talked about it at the store.
Yep.
About we bought it right when it came out. We played it the day it came out, and then like 3 or 4 months later, it was like $25 on the PlayStation Store. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Whoa, we need to back up for a second. What store?
Uh oh.
Do you work at a store?
I used to. Do you not remember back in the day? Well, you probably don't. But when the first time you and I hung out with Paul was Division, and he was like, "This is Tim from Long and McQuaid."
What's your name?
Tim.
It was not Jeremy. Jeremy also played with us.
I was going to say, I remember Jeremy.
Yeah, Jeremy used to play with us as well. But no, Tim was from Long McQuaid, Surrey. Surrey location.
Yeah, you have me on your face. You have me on your PlayStation Network friends list.
Back in the day.
Okay.
You still do, actually.
That's like one step away from open mouth kissing right there. PlayStation friends list.
Yeah, totally.
We are friends.
At least you know
we share a first name basis.
The conversation tonight will be enough that if he erases you, you'll know why.
That's right.
Man, I'm looking at the PlayStation Plus collection games. What a fucking lame list.
Well, it depends. What are they?
It's like
if you've never played Horizon Zero Dawn before, it's great. If you've never played God of War,
that's what I mean. They're not on here.
Oh, is God of War on there?
At launch, there will be 18 games available: God of War, Bloodborne, War, Fallout 4, Mortal Kombat 10, Clank and Ratchet Guy.
Oh, that's great.
That's a great game.
It is.
Battle One.
That's probably one of the best games on the list.
Yeah.
What else? Sorry, continue down the list.
There's a bunch of stuff.
God of War, Bloodborne, Monster Hunter World, Final Fantasy 15, Fallout 4, Mortal Kombat 10, Uncharted 4, Ratchet and Clank, Days Gone, Until Dawn, Battlefield 1, Infamous Second Son, Detroit Become Human, Last of Us Remastered, Persona 5, Resident Evil 7, Detroit Become Human, Arkham Knight, and Last Guardian.
Not a great list.
All games that were free at one point on PlayStation Plus.
Well, I mean,
yeah, exactly.
I mean,
yeah.
Not Uncharted 4.
Yes, Uncharted 4.
It was. Uncharted 4 came out for free a few months ago with COD.
I have it. Yep.
He's got it.
Okay. Well, I already own it. That's probably why I didn't remember.
Yeah, it was free.
But
I appreciate once you have the income to do it. I appreciate supporting a studio that you really like by buying their game.
Fair.
Yeah.
But if you don't have the revenue, that's what something like PS Plus is for. So
I will admit, I'm intrigued with the fact that for the longest time, people look at like the big developers. Like, Rockstar was huge.
Oh.
Rockstar was huge. That's very hot there, Danny. And then within the last maybe 10 years, Naughty Dog has just taken off.
Wow.
It's because they got greens, baby. They got the PlayStation greens behind them.
Totally.
You got it.
They have an engine that works well, and they applied it to a shit ton of games.
Well, and they're good at telling stories. I think that's their
Agreed.
biggest asset.
Well, I mean, they kind of got
my cat.
Kind of got the handed to him with
Yes.
Spider-Man. Where's
That's
Spider-Man?
my newborn cat.
Oh my!
Newborn cat.
Wow.
Well,
I don't think I've
newborn.
ever heard anyone refer to a kitten as a newborn cat.
I have a newborn adult human.
Is it a brand new cat or a used cat?
It's a used cat.
Oh, used cat. Yep.
A previously enjoyed cat.
Yes. So I
Certified pre-owned.
for 10 years I had a senior kitty. I got her when she was 11. We had to put her down a few weeks ago at 22.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, 22, and she was the biggest potato I could ever imagine.
Oh.
And my wife and I were like, we want to get a new cat, and all the shelters were like, we're low on cats. This is a good thing. So put your name in.
Come on.
So we put our name in thinking it's going to be a few months. It gives us time to clean the house and grieve for losing the cat after 10 years.
Sure.
The next day at like 8 o'clock in the morning, I get an email. You've been approved and we have a cat for you. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Oh, yeah.
But this cat I have, she's a sweetheart, but she's not a kitten. She's a year and a half. But compared to a 22-year-old, she's a newborn. But in her year and a half, she's had 4 owners.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, the first one was a guy.
I've seen some shit.
Right.
The first one was a guy who was an alcoholic and did not feed her. Then someone took her. Was another guy, had another cat. The other cat basically did not treat her well, and the guy did not take care of her. So she's had 2 owners. Both guys treated her like crap. Then she had a foster mom, took care of her. Then we have her. So my wife and her get along great. I walk in. I'm like, hey, honey, how are you? Like, oh. The worst part is she's right behind me on her perch. I'm always afraid of getting these like nails in the back of my head for no reason. And the second day I had her, I was in my business law class, and she stands up and she's behind. She gets caught behind the bookcase twice. She gets out and she stands right in front of the TV. I said, "No, Phoenix, down." She looks at me, walks behind the TV, comes back out, faces me, hisses, makes eye contact, and slinks behind the TV. So she's like, "I know what you're doing," and I don't care. She gets caught. And while she's trying to get out, she unplugs the main power bar that runs everything during a test, kills my internet.
Oh. That's what.
And I come back.
No, I was going to say that's why you can't have you can't have animals or kids. None of them.
No.
Oh, PJ, shut up.
No animals, no kids. Although we're getting a dog soon, so that's neither here nor there.
You guys are not getting
Wait.
You're getting a dog in that little apartment.
No, we're
in that closet you live in.
When we move, we'll be.
Where are you moving?
We'll be getting.
I got a line on a really nice place.
Is it your place
to buy?
Oh, I'm excited. Yeah, I'll take it. That sounds good. Well, no.
PJ, we need to have sushi and talk about this.
We do, because Abbotsford, where it's at, right? Is that the deal?
Yeah, Abbotsford sushi. That's where it's at.
PJ,
Sure.
you've been talking about how you have a sweet deal on rent in downtown Vancouver for years, and I believe your words were one time, "I'm gonna fucking die in that apartment. I do not care."
We're not able to move for that exact reason, but we're gonna find a way because, and I'm sure that Tim is eventually going to get to the point that I interrupted, sadly, is that having an animal is good for mental health as well. And we
having a kid too, also good for mental health.
I don't know about that. I challenge.
Is that for
to
occurring
quote
mental
Danny.
health or developing mental?
I challenge.
Get out of here.
So we think that a dog would help us.
A big dog.
Puppers.
I will
navigate
say
the world.
I will say that isn't completely true because I got told we were getting Phoenix on the Saturday, and then I ended up picking her up like a week the following, so almost a week and a half later. And that week and a half where the house was empty after like 10 years of having something there, it is the most, especially now when you're not leaving the house because there's nowhere to go.
Totally.
It is. I don't think it's the most traumatizing situation, but any sort of like strength you might have just slowly drops.
What type of dog are you looking at, PJ? Are you looking at like a German Shepherd,
Yeah.
Rottweiler?
Yeah, Rottweiler. Yikers. I look like I would own a Rottweiler.
Corgi.
No, a German Shepherd. Yeah, Tanya. When Tanya was growing up, she her family had a German Shepherd, so it's dear to her heart, and we want to keep that up. And anytime we see a German Shepherd here, she's already picked out a name for the dog. Yep.
Are you allowed to share it?
I'll share it. She has decided that the name of this dog, Throat Ripper.
That's stupid.
You take the dog out for a walk at a kid's park.
Yep.
What's your dog's name? Throat Ripper.
Oh, no.
Ah!
Throat
I
Ripper.
always wanted to get a dog named Cat.
TR. Well, TR. Throat Ripper is going to be from.
True.
Going to be good with kids. Yeah, don't worry.
TR.
He's fine. He'll play well with other animals and other kids.
Interesting.
Names mean nothing. Names mean
Okay, guys, I gotta go.
Name anyway.
My bedtime.
Oh, you got to head out,
Bye,
John?
buddy.
Thanks, bud.
So,
Dude,
I'll
very
see
nice
you guys
talking to
later.
Shoot, when are you streaming next?
I'll probably stream maybe on the weekend when we do some more flight sim stuff.
Good call.
Nice.
John, you have to update your Fall Guys. We need a Fall Guys night.
Yeah,
Agreed.
yeah, we
Yeah.
should do that too.
I'm cool.
Maybe that's the plan. Maybe next Thursday I will get a PS4 and we can do it, or another day.
Sure.
Here, I got nothing but time.
Well, I don't know about that. Okay, John.
No, I
We won't hold you.
See you guys later.
Thanks, bud. You're awesome.
John.
Bye.
Cheers. I like how we still say goodbye. Is that a generational thing?
What's wrong with goodbye? Goodbye.
Tim, are you
Yeah.
TJH0629?
I am.
Throw
Uh,
69.
List.
69.
Yeah, I was to say before you joined in the chat, I was saying to PJ that I remember back when your old account used to be, when your name used to be your actual name,
Yep.
and it kept on popping up, and I'm like,
He's new boy.
who is this 4 ton now? Oh, okay.
Well, they allowed you to change it now.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I think Xbox they have to charge you because
Well,
Well,
the
you get
first one is
one.
free on
Exactly.
PlayStation. They'll charge you for a subsequent one.
Like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Everybody gets one.
everybody gets one.
Yeah, I laughed because I had my name account for the TJH0629, and then I realized that I was like, "Hey, cool! I could stream right from the right from the PS4."
Right.
But my Twitch account is Mr. Moose, so I'm like, "Oh crap!" So, luckily, now they got the now they got the video capture card. I don't have to worry about that. It could just be going straight through OBS.
But you could change your name on PlayStation if you wanted.
Yeah, I just wanted
for the first one.
I've already done it free. I already did the free first one, so.
Well, then pay the $10 or whatever.
Pay the toll.
Into my system already. You think I'm made out of money? I'm buying Squadrons next week.
That's true. Yeah.
My hands are tied.
Oh, not if we're doing Fall Guys. Don't buy it if we're doing Fall Guys.
Well,
What?
No, we're gonna do Fall Guys. That goes without saying. We're doing a Fall Guys.
If I do Fall Guys, then I have to buy the online.
Well, you don't have the online?
He doesn't have a PS4.
I don't have a PlayStation.
But doesn't AJ have online?
I doubt it. I think his PS4 is like sitting in a closet. That'd be irresponsible for him to be paying a subscription fee for nothing.
Well,
No,
we've seen worse. We've seen people pay gym memberships for 10 years straight and never actually enter the doors.
It's stupid. I heard that a lot of people are mad at that Steve Nash gym because they like closed a bunch of locations and basically they went bankrupt, but then they didn't like stop their gym membership. Just the company that, like restarted.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, no,
Come use the one in the next town over.
no,
Yeah, they did that. They're like, oh, we'll just transfer your thing to the one in Cloverdale, and everybody's like, what the fuck?
no, it's because it's for people who had Fitness World memberships, and when they closed down all the gyms because of COVID, they said you will no longer be billed.
Oh.
But then when it got bought out by Steve Nash, they just started billing people without actually contacting them and saying, hey, you're being billed. So and so they tried contacting them, and Steve Nash wouldn't get back to them because they're like, there's no one to contact because they're being billed, but the gyms aren't opening.
Oh.
And so they contacted Better Business Bureau, and Better Business Bureau is trying to contact them, and they don't respond. When they finally go back, their rating through triple B is like D-.
Ugh. Oh, okay. That's brutal.
I didn't even know that was a grade.
Oh, I'm used to that all through high school.
I don't remember getting a D minus. No, you couldn't get a D minus. It was C minus.
A D minus? Doesn't it D minus and then an F officially?
There was no D minus.
Was that your nickname in high school?
D minus.
D.
Yeah.
He was a girl.
PJ D minus.
D minus.
So a D minus is a 60 rating to a 63.99. It literally is the last one before F.
Yeah. See, I told you.
No, but that's a triple B rating. That's not in actual school ratings. School ratings, there is no D minus.
Okay. All right. That makes sense.
School grades D.
PJ, did you download Need for Speed?
I have the need.
No. Why was it free?
Yeah.
Free PS Plus this month.
Oh no, I didn't actually see what's on Plus right now. Let me see.
It's like Hot
Your library.
Need for Speed and Vampire.
Vampire.
Sexy vampires that sparkle in the night.
Oh
my.
PS Plus. I'll download it right now. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to download it right now. Oh, maybe I will download it right now. No, I'm not going to download it right now.
Oh well, TJ, you grew up
son.
you grew up in Ontario, right?
Oh yeah.
So that you would have had a D minus because D minus does exist in Ontario. That's 50 to 52%. But and Quebec has it at D minus at 50-54, but BC and Alberta do not.
How could they possibly have different?
That's the world we live in. Spoiler.
Because they're back east.
They don't fail anybody anymore.
Nope.
Yeah.
Participation awards. Lots of them.
I actually found a participation award at my mom's house the other day. It was pretty
The
cool.
ribbon?
No, it was a piece of paper. I don't remember what I participated in, but
it didn't actually say it on there. I love it. Oh, D minus F. Yeah, here we go. In US, all the way D minus to F, with A plus being the highest and F being the lowest, obviously.
Well, what's the percent? What's the
D
percent rating?
D is 60 to 69%. D minus 62%.
do we need to get your mom on here to tell us what your grades were?
She's well aware, yes. So my mother will tell you that my grades were horrendously bad. I got F's and D's absolutely everywhere.
What were you doing?
He was getting D's.
I was yikers.
Super hard.
He was enjoying those D's and F's.
I had what was called a learning disability, and it wasn't discovered that until college. I remember my final year of high school. I was 1 credit short from graduation. 1 credit.
Ugh.
And but they laid out all my years of grade school on the table with my mom, and I remember my mom like absolutely destroying the principal, saying, you're not holding him back a whole goddamn semester over 1 credit. One of these is going to be moved from an F to a D minus. And I got, you're going to love this, Dan, I got 48% in religion class. And my mom,
why am I gonna love that, TJ?
Exactly. And I got horrendous.
No wonder he doesn't believe it. He hasn't read any of it.
No, I didn't yeah. And I failed it, and my mom destroyed the principal, and he brought it up to like a 51% just so that I got that extra credit so I could graduate with everybody.
I don't remember having a religion class in any of my schools. That's
yeah, religion was big, and because I went to Catholic high schools. I actually went to a private music school, la-di-da, and it was very Catholic, grade music school, grade school.
When I was in grade 12, I contracted pneumonia, and I was out of commission. Like, it was so bad, I actually wasn't allowed to be in the school.
This took a left turn. Is that the end of your sentence?
No, I was impressed.
Yeah,
I was impressed by Danny's glasses on, and I was like, tell me more. No, because I couldn't be in the school because I couldn't be off an oxygen tank for pretty much my grade 12 year.
Holy shit.
But I started the school year, and then I was out, but my grades from I pretty much had enough credits to graduate early, but I had to complete Math 12. That was the one I had to do.
Yeah.
And I just didn't care. I was sick as a dog. And so the teacher said, I'll make you a deal. What are you going into for school? I said, music. He goes, do you need math and music? I'm like, not this shit. And he goes, well, I'll give you a deal. If you at least try, I'll give you a 50%. I don't care if you get every answer wrong. If you at least look like you actively try, I'll give you 50%. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, you're giving me the homework to do at home. You don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing the homework and handing it in. I got 50%. I'm like,
this is where we're at. I like
but
it.
The sad part is that even that took so much energy.
Yeah.
To even feign interest. I'm like, all right.
Now that we're the age that our teachers were at, like, I'm now empathetic toward, like, if I was a teacher, I'd be like, okay, kid, just how do I help you out here? How do I?
Yeah, well, I had a couple of teachers that I look back fondly on, and they weren't necessarily the best teachers, but they were straight shooters.
Totally. Yeah, well said.
Like, I don't necessarily want to say that I was too smart for school, but like, I definitely, when I was there, especially like high school, I was like, I don't need this. I don't need to learn these things. And I mean, that is super cocky, but I don't know. I had my interests, and that was what I was interested in, right?
Yeah, agreed. I really put
on going through like French class, and I was like, "Fuck this!" And now I'm like, "Oh well, I wish I took it," but I know that in the capacity that I had then, no way. So I had my shop teacher, like, he like took me under his wing and was like straight shooting me and being like, you know, you can do what you want to do and be successful, but you got to be not a fucking idiot.
One of my teachers always told my parents, he was like, Daniel is he can get excellent grades in the classes he cares about.
Yes, exactly. When in grade 12, like the year that I had to negotiate my grade, in grade 12, it was discovered that I never took grade 9 gym.
What the frick? Sorry.
What's that? You playing
My
GTA?
controller just started police radioing me.
That's
Oh,
a super feature, by the way.
Yeah,
That fucking controller is
so loud.
I agree with you. Holy jeez.
that fucking controller when you play Last of Us. That was stupid.
Yeah. You should just plug headphones into it and it'll shut it off.
That's double stupid.
Yeah.
Just
it is.
gonna change it.
It's like when I play MLB The Show. It's like I'm gonna play this at 3:00 in the morning because I'm wide awake and it's quiet. It's like turn the game on mute. Also like, oh, the second base is in. Shut the fuck up. I forget the controller has a speaker in it.
Man.
Dumb.
But no, it's true. Like, I remember having a teacher who was good friends with my parents because my dad worked at the school I went at. And he said to my teacher, he goes, "Is your son special?" And my mom goes, "Of course not." My dad said, "Well."
Yeah.
And they said no. And the way you're talking about no, he goes, okay, so he just doesn't care about the class. I'm like, gotcha there.
That's just it.
I just don't care.
I remember we had a parent-teacher interview, and I was in the room for it, and he leans over, and he's like, "Does Dan have low blood pressure?"
Whoa.
And my parents were like, "What?" And he's like, "Well, because he's asleep the whole time."
Oh, right.
He was like legitimately concerned for my health but I remember it was a good class to sleep in.
I
realized I didn't. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, I realized I didn't finish that grade 12 recognized that I hadn't taken grade 9 gym. So they made me in grade 12 take grade 9 gym.
Oh, man.
And I was like the only guy with like hair. I had a beard. I basically had my goatee by grade 12. And I was nicknamed Gramps. Yeah, I'm not lying. They called me Gramps because I would go in the change room before gym and everybody was just like, hey, like, who's this old boy in here unnecessarily changing with all these young guys?
Yeah, am I gonna get raped?
Yeah, what's going on here? And I'm like, yeah, I don't fuckers, I don't hurt at all. And so my nickname in high school for grade 12 within a group of stupid twats was Gramps.
Sorry, dude.
I had a similar situation in French. I didn't take French in grade 10
so true.
or 11. And then in grade 12, I was like, maybe I need this for university.
Right.
So I took grade 10 French in grade 12.
Yeah.
And I got in there one class. The teacher was such a bitch. I'm like, all right, I'm out. I don't need this. I don't need to succeed in life.
That was the joy of being. I was in late French immersion, and we had to have that one secondary language for your provincial. But because of the French immersion, we had the opportunity of writing a Francais langue provincial, which is like English 12 or English Lit 12, but French immersion, and the French 12, which is like ESL, but for French. So you wrote both of those, and whatever grade was higher, that was the grade that got put on your transcript. Well, again, as I said, I graduated. I had enough credits to graduate early, so I didn't care. I just passed my Francais Langue 12 provincial, but my French provincial, I got a 98%.
Whoa.
Because it was like, a chair is chaise. I'm like, this is easy.
Je mange ton stylo.
But the terrifying thing was I had to write my English Lit provincial in England.
Oh, what? Say that again? You English Lit in England?
Yeah, so
woe is me.
So when I was in grade 12, I did an exchange.
Oh no!
I did exchange. Did I miss something?
Sorry.
No.
Like going to England was like normally people find that a fun thing to do, but it's just funny.
Oh man.
You know, so when I was in grade 12, I went on a music exchange at the play an international competition with a university. And they said, well, you're going at this time. I can't go. I have my English Lit provincial is during that time. Well, my principal at the time made it work so that I could write the exam at the same time, but in England, at the school that we were working at. And this was a school that was around since like the 1800s. And so
that still seems too young. Most was around since 1200s.
Oh, I know. This was in England. In England, that's young, but for me, that's old.
It's a castle. It's a castle.
But the funny thing was apparently it was one of those like newer style prep schools. Everyone still had to wear like the suits or the skirts, so that. But the headmaster was the one who invigilated the exam, and he put us into the oldest room. And he was in like the gown and the wig, and he was up in that chair in the corner. And it was super traumatizing because he walks around to watch me. He reads over my shoulder and he goes, and just left.
Jeez.
And I'm like, I got extremely mind fucked that entire provincial exam because it's like Chaucer and Milton and all this stuff that I have to do this provincial exam for.
Yeah.
In England. And of course, people who are my friends who are writing it here, the teachers don't care. They're sitting at the front of the desk. I have a guy who like has his doctorate on this shit watching me.
Jeez.
He's magnum cum laude, I guess is what they say. Okay. Don't make me laugh.
2 minutes and I missed whatever the hell you guys are dying about.
Those old timers, they got a bad rap over there, man.
They really do.
That's one of those things. You gotta be careful.
Oh God.
Yikes. I don't know what just happened. I'm in tears.
It's the fact that Danny pronounced every single one of those words wrong that made them perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Magnum cum laude.
Yep, I'm in absolute tears here. Okay. Danny's Latin could use My mom seems to think that Danny's Latin could use some work.
Yes.
Your mom's still watching?
Yeah. Mom, have you been watching this whole time?
Oh my God.
1:30.
Oh, Mom. Oh, in that case, hey, Mom, do you remember arguing in my grade 12 to get the principal to give me one more credit so that I wouldn't be held back?
What was the principal's name? Come on, split it out on the stream.
No, I'm not going to do that. I actually know who it is. I'm not going to say it out loud. Yeah. I would have been held back grade 12 if it wasn't for my mom arguing with the principal.
Well, that's pretty awesome because that would have been
a
fun.
Legendary mom move.
Well, my mom's legendary to begin with.
So now you know I have a life. Oh my God.
What does that mean? Oh no, she's probably delayed. She's probably saying, was she sleeping? Were you watching this whole time? She's responding to that.
I thought
Mom was a bitch. Yeah. Well,
so mom maybe does remember then.
Mom,
you gotta rev up when you need to, you know? You gotta do.
Mom was a what is it, a tiger? Like a
tiger mom?
Tiger mom, yeah. She protected her cubs.
Carol fucking Baskin.
I think that's an Asian thing.
What's that?
I don't think your mom was an Asian tiger mom.
No, I guess you're right. I'm sorry. I don't know what the right terms are, but she looked out for us. How about that? I'm waiting for
Mama
her.
Bear.
Mom, I just look like this.
Oh, I know.
She's the mom.
Wait, she's referring to herself.
Delicate like a bomb.
Delicate like brilliant.
A bomb.
Bomb.
Yeah, you gotta fire up when you need to.
Yep,
It's
that
your
was
kid,
bomb.
your cubs.
Yep, she protected me. She did a good job. I'd still be in high school now if it wasn't for her. Now, granted, I
He'd
probably
still be in high school now.
Let's be very clear. I probably should have stayed in high school another year. There's probably a lot I still probably could have learned, but I'd already been accepted to college based on the grades.
On what?
The based on the trajectory of the grades in which I should have been getting, and then so yeah, being held back
You had to get out of there. You had some serious drinking to do. I get it.
I mean,
well,
for what it's worth, if he did stay the extra year, he would have really understood that religion class.
That's actually true. Having to take religion again. It was a delicate time. First year of college was a blur. Absolute blur.
Yep.
Yeah.
Worst.
Yeah. That was
Where'd you go?
Me? I went to music industry arts in Ontario. It was a three-year recording and production program.
Because I did Kwantlen, and then after that for my music performance degree, and then after I left that due to injury, I went to AI,
artificial intelligence,
pretty much. And it was interesting because I was like, I knew something was wrong when the guy who was giving the tour was saying, hey, you're here, music degree. How do you feel about uppers? Because you might need them. I'm like, oh, you're okay.
How do you feel about?
Yeah. Are you a fan of not good at religion but exceptional at music? Yes. Thank you. That sums up me.
Marg, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Marg
tried to start a band, and then we just ended up talking the whole time.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is I actually played in a church for many, many years. I dated a girl, and I went to church every Sunday, and I was part of youth group every Friday night. And it was basically
you put in your time.
I did. It was an opportunity to gig. It was an opportunity to chart. It was an opportunity to play different instruments. I'd be playing upright bass one Sunday. I'd be playing trombone the next. I'd be playing violin the next. Like I'd be playing lots of different instruments every single week, depending on what the charts required.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was good sleep time during the sermon.
Catch up on my Z's.
It was great. No, it was perfect. Good sleep time. Pews are surprisingly comfortable to put your head back, just like.
Mm.
I'm gonna peace out, guys.
Well, you picked the right time because I think we should probably wrap it up here.
Yeah.
Right.
I got a piece so bad.
I just did that. Neat.
Okay.
I would have done it for both of us. Cheers, guys. Or cheers, Dan. You know your name. Bye.
Let's get some alone time going on here. And
so Tim, why don't you?
Oh, the kid's dying. The cat's dying. Oh.
Okay. Well, Timbo, I'm going to have you sign off, and we're going to do our close up here. Cool. Thanks for hanging out.
Guys.
Thanks for hanging out. Dude. That was cool.
Bye,
okay. Bye-bye.
Oh my gosh, that was fun.
Is Tim out? Hey, Tim, you still there?
Yeah, I'm coming out.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Sorry. I didn't know if you needed me.
We can just.
Yeah, I pressed the wrong button.
How do I get out?
I can drag you out. There you go. That's the cool thing. Yeah, cool. There you go.
Well, here, I don't even need to have Discord open.
Fun.
Later.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Hey, Mark, thank you for stopping in and keeping us in check.
I think it's weird you calling my mom Marg.
Is that not how you say it?
No, that's totally how you say it. But it's just weird to hear somebody talking.
No E on the end. I assumed. I don't want to incorrectly assume.
Hey, Margie.
Nah,
it's good to see you. You had a nice night.
I'll be going to sleep very soon. Don't you worry.
I don't think so. I think what you're going to do is you're probably going to sign off and then boot back up, and you're going to play some Chrono Trigger.
No, I gotta. We have a showing at 11 a.m., so I have to clean the whole house.
Oh snap! I am noticing that room looks really good behind you, though. All the guitars are down.
It's a little sad, to be honest.
So typically, Dan, for those watching, Dan has all of his guitars up on the wall. He's got lots of things happening. Your kitty cat. Your place looks boring, but is lit nicely.
Yeah.
So
Well, I got those hue lights.
I got hue lights. Yeah, is that what you're using?
Actually, you know what? I should do this. Here, let me. One more thing.
Yeah, do it. What do you got?
It's weird. To me, this is weird. I think.
What do you got?
I'm looking at it. Damn. This is like the new thing with houses. How do I get to it?
Oh, you want to show people your home?
Yeah, it's weird. Let's just see where the
Screen share.
I don't want to show them the address because obviously we have lots of fans. Virtual tour. Here we go.
Virtual tour, son.
No, not the video. Never mind. It has my address all over it. We're not going to show that.
Okay, forget it.
But anyway, yes, I have like a virtual tour of my house now.
If you're interested in purchasing Danny's home, contact him on Discord.
Yeah.
And he'll be sure to send you his address.
Yeah, two bedroom condo.
Yeah.
1,000 square feet, guys.
It's a condo.
It's
a condo. Okay, well, I think this is the part where we wrap things up. You want to get rid of that banner at the bottom?
This is the part where we wrap things up. We had a great time. This is our first community night, and I'm very thankful for all of our fun friends who joined us.
Yeah. Everybody who kind of chimed in there have been around since the beginning, which I'm very gracious, except for Tim that just showed up now in the past couple of weeks, but we loved him. Yeah. But, you know, we're very, very gracious of the people that come and hang out with us. It's growing. You know, Tim's a good example, but it's growing every single stream. More and more people are being involved. And yeah, we're very happy about that. So thank you.
That's our thing.
Do we have to do the obligatory? What are you doing this week?
Oh man, dude, I'm doing stuff.
Stuff? Tell me more about stuff.
Well, they just added Brutal Legend to Xbox Game Pass, so okay. I have tossed Chrono Trigger aside, and I will be streaming Brutal Legend.
When are you going to do that?
As soon as Saturday, I think.
Wow! As soon as.
And you should definitely play Brutal Legend. If you haven't played Brutal Legend, I highly recommend it. Or you can watch my stream. One viewer.
Yep. Everybody should join you. Everybody should join you for your stream that's happening.
Yeah. But also, you got Mario Kart this weekend. I'm looking forward to that.
Actually, I think we're going to skip this Sunday because it's the long weekend.
Oh yeah. Oh, actually, I have I have an open house on Sunday. Yeah.
Well, this weekend is going to be a bit of a write-off. I might find an hour or two to do finish up Little Nightmares. I thought I'd be done that last stream, but I'm pretty close. So I might do that. I might do a late night Saturday again. If I could do a midnight to like 2 or 3 in the morning, I might do that again.
Honestly, if I must say, when I saw that you went on at like 1 o'clock, and then I saw like that you went for like 3 hours, I was insanely jealous.
Were you? Tell me more.
Jealous. It's just like looking at it, I'm like, man, I could have been hanging. Because usually, quite honestly, by like 12:30, if I'm not playing games with the buds, it's like, okay, it's time to wind down. And then I come in here and I just like doodle around until like 1:30 or 2.
Totally. Yeah.
So I was like, damn, I could have stream it. Shit.
Kept going. Yeah. I think I'm gonna do it again. I'm really liking that late night. And that's mostly because there's times where like when it's 1 or 2 o'clock here, there's a whole other rotation, like a change of the guards that happens. There's a lot of Italy, there's a lot of England, there's a lot of like a whole other audience that happens that time of night.
Yeah.
It's their morning, right?
It's damn cool.
And
I might have to braid your stream.
You can come in and hang out. I'm going to do Little Nightmares probably at that time.
Nice.
And then you've heard me talk ad nauseum about it, but Mags Muggins is probably going to do her own thing this weekend as well. She's streaming. She's doing her own thing. So
hold up.
Yeah.
Hold up. If I hold my mouth like this,
that's good.
It's the exact shape. It's the exact shape of my microphone.
Wait, say it again. Do it. Holy cow. Wow. You know what's funny? Your microphone is the same shape and color of your beard, and mine is kind of the same as color as my microphone.
Coincidence? I think not. If you're just tuning in now, I truly hope this is what you get of us. My microphone is the same shape of my face.
I'm impressed.
Where does my mustache begin and where does it end?
Nobody will know.
Okay. All right. Thank you for everybody for watching.
I'm trying to mathematically work it out. But I failed math, so I don't care. Okay, well, I think let's wrap her up here. Stick around for post though. Neat.
Yep. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for all of you who are watching. Go to our Discord. Yeah, hold on.
If you want to join the streams, Discord is the best place to join our streams.
Discord is where everybody hangs out in our streams. And you can check us out on Twitter. You can check us out on Instagram. You can check us out on Facebook. You can go to our website, Retrologists.com.
On the website.
Yes, it's where you can actually check out all of our live streams when it's happening right now. You can also check out previous streams and highlights. You can also check out reviews of games that we've actually previously played and enjoyed.
What do we do?
We're two buffoons pretending to know shit about nothing.
Nice. And we just so happen to do it live on Twitch every Thursday at 7 p.m.
And sporadically.
Fun. Oh, sorry. We talked at the same time.
Do you want to do our thing?
What?
Hold
on. No, we're good. We're good. I like what we're doing here.
Okay. Goodbye.
Bye.